Okay, I believe everyone's back from AFK. Everyone wake up just to test.
There's no need, caution.
Deuces, boys.
Okay, today will be a 25-minute day. During the night, Line V dies. Banks dies. It begins.
Come the fuck on.
I fucking hate
I'm
Mafia.
down. I never do that. Suck a dick.
This again.
I formal Joey.
Come at me,
Come on,
bro.
guys. You gotta formal people to win the game. Like,
You didn't want to be
How'd
in
that work
formals.
out for you yesterday?
Like, you didn't like being in formals last game.
yeah, I'm gonna keep trying until you people learn how to
No,
win the game.
the last game you said you wanted to get things done outside of a formal. The first thing you do this game is formal someone.
I think Slip is Mafia.
Okay,
I think Ryan makes those kills.
I had Slip as town from the reaction, actually. I have the exact opposite reaction to what he said.
Okay, maybe Ryan is.
I think there's like a few. I think I usually get night killed, and I think there's a few people who know I'm like just getting medic saved, and there's no reason to night kill me because I'm just gonna result in a medic save. I just think Slip is one of them. Guy looks at this though, he's probably Mafia too.
I think your ego
What
is
are
a
you
little
saying
too
right
out of whack right
Are
now.
you saying I wouldn't have killed you?
Yes, you wouldn't have killed me.
Because I think you'd get medic saved.
Correct. Holla holla, get a dollar.
So that makes him Mafia?
You guys are gonna have so much fun with Trump this game.
You played well, Joey. I don't know why you would get killed like by default. But regardless.
What? He would get killed because he made it late in the game and he's a good player. Like,
Quick
So
question.
butthurt that I just carried
Quick
him
question. So Trump, it appears that you've moved into a plus-minus system. Traditionally,
That's why-
the Mafia is on the right side of your board, but from the pluses, I am deducing that people on the right are now townie. Is this correct?
That's right.
Okay.
Positive points and negative.
unless the plus means
Why are
they're
we grouped in like? Why are there certain? Oh, those are just people.
That's
that-
just
he
everybody.
changed
How's
his board
okay?
meta.
so
all
I
alone
just
'cause I'm
all right.
Jewish.
Trump had to change his board meta because
I want to know how to read that. All right.
Have
got
you
it.
ever used Excel? Excel could be great.
yeah, but he can't just like screen share Excel. Like this way, we can look at his board and not
Oh, that'd
actually
be
talk
cool.
to him.
At least then I wouldn't have to look at Caution's
I
face.
think Trump sharing his reads is probably like the biggest leak in his
What?
game.
Who said that? Like, who said that?
I agree. I think that Trump's game was like 100 times better before he started the board thing.
I don't agree with that at all. And also, I think Trump is on like a 9-game winning streak. So every
I
time
think
you're
he
not,
should have lost last
So-
game.
I don't think
yes,
On a
yes,
formal
and
game?
I
last
don't
week
think that's
and the
true.
week before that, but it doesn't matter because he keeps winning them.
Hoya, you should formal
Yeah.
him. Remember what you said about pushing
I
your...
just wrecked him last game. We talked about this last game. What am I supposed
Okay,
to do?
well, this is a new game. I don't care.
And I don't think he's Mafia yet, but that's not the point.
Oh.
No, he doesn't have good reads this game.
Oh my god. By the way, if there was ever a reason to lynch Joey, it was anyway. Anyway,
Cheers to that.
not salty.
So I feel like
I think we might have
tactics
stopped
win
this
kill
game.
bang.
soon. I think we're all still salty.
I'm not.
I'm not
actually.
I'm not salty.
I don't consider
I'm salty as
myself on
fuck.
that
Me,
last
Phil, and
game.
Trump are gonna have to figure out the
No,
game.
but anyway, wait, that reminded me though, because I was actually saying that for a reason. It's not true that Trump has like a leak from his board. First,
I'm 90% sure that Unctious is Mafia.
that's not why he got lynched.
Again.
And second, he really is.
No, yeah, last game I called you town.
He
Yeah,
really
you
is
called him
winning-
Mafia first last game. Are you
Whoever,
kidding?
whoever said he has like a leak recently is obviously wrong. He's been winning a lot of games. Like all,
So Hoya, I've been Mafia with Trump on multiple occasions after he started using the board, and I've been Mafia with him before. And I can say that as his teammate, I thought that the board meta was weak.
have you won or
like-
lost?
It
won.
doesn't matter because his.
Are you
like,
being
his
results
individual
oriented,
game-
Hoya?
No,
the
nothing
strength-
results oriented.
The strength of his individual game has nothing to do with whether his team
cares?
wins or
In
loses.
his last 2 Mafia games before last game, I tried.
But like this is like this is a discussion that should be outside the game. This has nothing to do with the game.
We're
Stop
literally
hating each other in the message board or something.
In the last 2 games, he was the last. He was the last formal on the guarantee on day 1, both games, and we could not lynch him, even though he was Mafia. You can't
We
tell
just
me.
lynched him yesterday. We just lynched him.
He's like an easy read. That's the one.
We
out of
lynched him at
3.
the end of day one.
It's 1 out of 3. It was yeah.
Guys. I think
What
we're
are
a bit
you
off track.
doing?
I think we're a bit off track this game.
I don't think it's off track to point out that they're making up meta about Trump that isn't true.
Oh my
It's not
god.
true.
It was not
It
meta.
doesn't mean anything.
It was just okay, whatever. Anyways, now that we know that nobody's town.
I want to hear from Alesh. I don't know if I've ever played with you, but it's definitely your first time on Tuesday nights. What's up,
Yeah,
man?
it's my first game in All Stars, and I'm kind of fucking mad because Banks and Flying Wheel are my favorite players to play with, so I fucking hate you.
So we can lock clear you?
Because of that, I think Captain wouldn't kill.
Actually, you may be able to, Ryan. Lesh was played in a game like a week ago and died night 0, and Banks was fucking furious. He flipped out and was like,
I was Mafia that game too.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Alesh, can you clarify?
Are you saying you're Mafia this game?
No, I want to ask Alesh a question.
I find it hard to believe that like Lesh or like Banks.
Oh,
Banks
Joey.
like
No,
about somebody killing him, and then
Alesh
Lesh him in
Alesh,
return.
are they literally your top 2 favorite players in the game?
Yeah, they are. No, they are favorite players to play with. I love
Like,
to play with.
Bullshit.
No, I actually kind of believe it.
I am so sure that Uncharted was Mafia.
All right, so
Joey-
anyway, I'll let you
Joey-
continue. What were you saying? We were
I
hearing from you.
meant like I was Mafia last game. Slips. Suck a dick.
I can believe that those are his favorite players, but I don't believe that he's mad right now because he's on All Stars for the very first time and like almost nothing has happened yet, and like he's already pissed and like doesn't want to play. That doesn't make sense to me at all.
No, I didn't say I don't want to play. I just said I hate you. I hate you all.
How
because
mad can you possibly be?
Whoa.
Isn't it?
I
It's
just
your
want
first
to
time on All Stars.
Alesh,
You really want to
just
win.
like,
so kill
just
the
use it as
crap, no,
fuel to the fire to like avenge their deaths. You know,
Okay.
like.
So, Joey, I have a question.
I have an answer.
You say you wouldn't kill Banks twice in a row. So who rolls Mafia and kills Banks the second time?
So I think Unctious would do it.
Are you kidding? Are you a fucktard, dude?
I think Ryan like
What?
0. I think people that weren't in last game, Benny, Caution would do it.
It's kind of a cowardly medic dodge because you kind of figure it's BM.
I would never like that's like one thing. Like I would never ever double night 0 anyone.
That's really
We've
ironic
already,
of
like-
you to
We've
say,
already
Hoya.
stated like 10 million times that like there's no BM night zeros on All Stars. Like,
Yeah, but
think
it
they're
is like a lazy one, right? So if you think someone would be like, well, you know, he's not going to save with a medic because he just died.
No, he's more likely to
So
get sick
Hoya,
from
like
that. Are you
thinking
kidding?
statistically, do you think?
No, that's backwards.
No,
Actually.
it's Hoya.
No, listen, if I were the medic, I would absolutely save somebody that was either killed or was like at the very, very end of the previous game because those are the most likely people to get killed.
Banks got night 0.
He got night
Yeah.
0.
I
Hoya-
understand. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Hoya, don't you think that's a pretty good reason
No.
to actually think that somebody like Trump probably would make that kill?
What I was saying?
It's almost like a virtual guarantee.
That it's like a mechanical lock. It's the kind of thing that like
Oh.
it's the kind of thing an
Is
easy
Trump
person.
that dirty to double
me.
night
I
0?
don't. It's
yeah,
like,
no, Trump 100% is.
Trump would certainly do that, but that doesn't mean he did it.
I'm pretty sure that Trump has done it in the past.
It's happened to me, and I would do it.
So a few things to note. First of all, Trump doesn't seem to be paying a lot of attention. I don't like that. I would lynch Trump
What are
today.
you talking about? He has all his names on it.
I disagree. Only just now, though.
Second, I think that
Yeah, I don't like that.
Guy and Anxious are playing in the exact same way. The first difference right now is that Anxious has his camera off, but other than that, they've been playing the exact same way.
What the fuck?
So
Do you mean
I don't
like
know
as
what that
each
means
other
yet.
or as in last game?
Like as each other?
Yeah, it's each other.
Because Captain didn't watch the last game.
Yeah, I didn't watch that fucking game. I just know that we lost and I got night 0 with Banks.
All right, so what does that make me and Unctious?
I don't know. Weird. Lost Brothers, I think.
Hey, Captain.
Is there a point on this, Captain?
Yeah, so
Given-
far, Phil's down, I think.
Given that you and Banks got night 0 together, would you kill Banks?
No.
You
Guy
wouldn't.
and Unctious are playing like the exact same as each other, so Phil's town. I think Phil is town.
Oh,
I like that conclusion personally. I think it's 100% sound.
That was a separate read. Like, Phil's just playing
That was a
sound.
very sound argument.
Last week, I finally got my Phil read down, I think. I think I was the only one to call incorrectly day one, and the only one to even comment on
You
day
think
one.
I'm Mafia?
I think
That's Ryan.
I know how to read him now.
I think like Unctious has like the most awkward body language in all of All Stars by far. So
Unctious is
but
on
I
my town.
feel like he's
town
more.
grades.
I feel like this time I might be right, and I think Ryan's also Mafia. You look displeased to roll Mafia this game, Ryan.
I'm
just
displeased to
lynch
have.
Benny.
I'm displeased to have lost to you.
Hold on, can we
No,
just
no,
like
but-
all come to a consensus and lynch Benny?
No, he needs
No,
to. No, he needs to soft claim something. He needs to go really hard at a town person before that ever happens.
He'll self-claim at least 3
Let's
things.
just lynch him anyway.
Why do you think Ryan's Mafia? Joey?
Don't let him
I
talk.
don't know, he just looks
all day one.
like I guess maybe he's just salty about last game, but he looks like I
No
think like if like I don't know, I feel like Ryan would be all on that like redemption train, but like he ain't there, bro. He ain't there.
I'm kind of willing to give
I
Benny.
think Ryan usually pulls out the redemption train when he is Mafia in the second game.
No, if he hates playing.
Hasn't there been like 2 games when he was Mafia and he was like, "We lost that last game, so I'm gonna redeem myself in this game, and we're not gonna lose, and you're not gonna lynch me." And he was like Mafia both times that he did
Ryan,
that.
that's an
I
awful
feel
impression of you. I'm sorry.
I feel like people.
I use the same bad impression voice for every impression I ever make.
I don't
so
think Ryan
don't
played
take
bad
offense
enough to
to
feel
that.
bad right now. I
Say
don't
what?
think Ryan wasn't wrong enough to feel bad today. Like it was his fault that we lost. I don't think Ryan should come into the day being like, I was so bad.
Okay, we can just drop this, but I don't like being mislynched. Period. Especially when it leads to an L. Let me talk about who I think is Town. I think Slip is Town. Early reads. I thought Unctious was Town based on his analysis of who he think would be a good medic save. And I think Trump is Town because he read Unctious as Town at the exact same time that I did.
What do you think about me, Ryan?
I don't know, Joey. I'm not gonna make a read on you right now because you're very difficult.
Why did you
Joey, you should just don't
Who's
ask
scared
that
of who
question all
now?
game. Unless it's me or Trump, because you know what the response you're going to get is.
Ryan, why did you think Slip is down?
Early reaction to the night kills.
I also think DLG could be Mafia.
Captain's Town, because I think it's because you're suspicious of Slip, and I am too.
Captain always calls me Mafia.
But I think he's right.
I think Captain
think he's right.
I
think you're incorrect.
You're not like I told you last game that you're very easy to read as Town. You did your
Must not be that easy because you're.
You did your Town tell for about 3 seconds, and then you stopped, and you haven't done it since.
Well, actually,
Well, then whatever your tell is, you should get a new one.
I haven't called you Mafia yet, Slip. I was just asking why Ryan thought you were Town. But I can do it now. Slip, you're Mafia. There you
I don't know
go.
if I want to do anything about
I
it.
say it.
Hoya, I have a question. Would you ever bust out the guitar as Mafia? Would you ever feel that comfortable?
He's not in this game, so why would he use that?
Me?
If Unctious is Town this game, I'll never bother.
Would you bust out the guitar as Mafia?
Yeah, I already had
He
it
had
on.
the guitar out.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a thing.
I was going to play it.
I'm tired of your shit, dude.
I guess
Let's keep it caution so I can like instantly decide on his alignment.
I would.
I'm just Town.
But you haven't yet.
No, stop forming people. All he needs to do is
Oh
talk
my
for 1
God.
minute,
All right.
and I'll know his alignment.
But then we'll figure it out.
No, shut up.
The opposite last game.
I'm gonna give some reads.
I'm already pretty sure Caution's Town.
I'm gonna give. Oh, I was about to call Caution Mafia to ping him out just so that we could hear from him because he didn't say anything yet. So the fact that you called him Town is shitter, and I don't mind that you're shitter. But the other, after that, I was gonna go after Guy, and I was going to say that.
Why are you giving away your game plan? Like it's kind of just like fucking it up. Like now they know.
Wait, whoa, Unctious, why are you gonna go after me? Me and you are playing the exact same.
Yeah, if I call you Mafia, I have to call myself Mafia too, so that wouldn't be any good, right? So I wanted to hear from Caution. I'm a little bit weird about Guy. I don't think that.
Where are your hands?
He looks too.
What are they doing?
Putting them above my head. And I feel bad about Captain because he's not as smiley and laughy as he usually is.
I'm not sure what to do with my hands.
Can a person fucking
I
stretch?
think Trump rolled Mafia again. Like I think Trump rolled Mafia twice tonight.
I want to hear Caution's reads.
Same.
So, hold on.
think
The reason why I'm actually sitting like this, if you sit like this, the
think
guitar
that
in the background looks like a
reads
tiny
travel-
banjo floating above the show.
Ryan's reads were terrible. I don't like what Hoya's been doing. If you notice when Hoya's been speaking up, it's been about going hard about things that like actually don't pertain to the game in any like it's not relevant whatsoever.
You got
So
butter about Trump.
like harping on about things that aren't relevant. Like he has a discussion about like he's had like at least 2 or 3 discussions with people for like 2 minutes. Being really aggro about them that don't make any sense. So
I'm right about what I'm saying. I get aggro about that.
out, please. Don't like Ryuzilla's reads. They were really, really, really weak. Like,
Who do you not like of
he
my
liked
reads?
Slip's reaction. He liked Unctious for pointing out like what Unctious would do as medic. Like that doesn't make him towny. Like in any world does that make him towny? No way.
Who said that? I missed that.
I did too.
Yeah, he did.
I
He did.
didn't like Captain originally because Captain. I figured that Captain would have gone hard on
Said
someone
Ryan.
like within the first 2 minutes of the game, maybe towards like Elesh or Benny, maybe
It's
even
just a
Dio.
no next to Unctious. I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to be.
I was considering going on Lash for a while.
I kind of like Phil's like demeanor. Like maybe he sounds kind of weird.
I formal
I like it.
caution.
No.
Oh.
Other than that, that's pretty
my
much
God,
all.
can you
I
kill
don't
him,
really
please?
like Slip's reaction to the you need to get another towel because he's done that. Like I've seen that him do that same sort of reaction towards people.
Yo, I want to know from Trump, am I getting town red based on my
So-
volume?
I would like to lynch Slip, Ryuzilla, and Hoya currently for their
So
gameplay.
your only reason for thinking on Mafia is because I told DLGN his tell is apparently not good.
Pretty sure we're gonna lose this game if
the
we
way
don't
you
watch
do, with the way you
today.
deliver.
He also doesn't like that I 5-second read you.
Formal DLGN.
No,
I
wait,
second.
wait.
No, don't, Phil, I swear to God.
I think
Benny.
Benny's the. I think Benny's the
Benny.
perfect. I think Benny's the
You
perfect.
know me better than this, Benny.
DLGN, I believe that you are Mafia. It's like a.
I think Benny needs to rescind and actually give his reads before.
No. I want to hear his accusation, please. Help me.
Look, I hold the formal, so I don't think whether you think I should rescind or not is important.
Who
because
seconded?
what you
Why am I
think.
Mafia?
No, I think I'm gonna try and lynch the shit.
No. You guys are not going to take this time away from
Who
Benny.
seconded?
I'm Mafia. Let's go.
Poor DLGN doesn't need this.
So when you first spoke
Don't
up,
feel bad for me. Don't worry about it.
stop wasting
Benny.
time in DLGN's formal. So when you first spoke up,
Yeah.
like I said, I think that your town and Mafia game are very distinct. You are never confident as Mafia, and I did not get a confident vibe from you, but it wasn't strong enough where I would lynch you right away. But if I hear you speak for 4 more minutes, I think I can ascertain pretty accurately what your alignment is, and my following actions, my subsequent actions will determine what I think of that
All
alignment.
right, cool. That's good enough for me. Phil, like you're just like formal happy today. I don't really care why you seconded it. I think you just want.
I actually think you're Mafia. I'm putting my hand up.
That's
unless you
funny.
convince me otherwise.
I think you should probably let me speak before you decide that, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Anyway, so
Benny is Mafia.
Slip, what are you doing with your hands?
Like, don't worry about it. If you want the answer, the actual answer to that, Unctuous, he's doing his town tell right now, and I think.
That's so bad.
No, it's not.
That's so bad.
No.
Have you ever played against him when he was Mafia?
Such spew is
Me?
hilarious.
Yeah.
Like 50 times, yes.
Really?
Yes.
Slip. On All Stars or on something else?
DM all the freaking time.
All right, that's not this.
Slip leans back like every game.
The lean back actually used to be called the Mafia pose. It used to be a Mafia tell.
It was my hand behind the head and like how much he thinks when he's doing it. Anyway, so Benny, confidence. Sure, I don't know if you did watch the last game. I saw you in chat. So like I have a little bit of reason. Little.
What? He's Mafia.
Oh my god. Okay.
No, I'm not, Joey. Are you kidding?
Can I just have 30? Can I have 30 seconds, please?
I'd like to. Whatever.
You're not formal anymore. Just can I just
Benny,
have
I think you're bad for town, Benny. That's what I think.
Can I have 30 seconds? I'm just gonna do this. I have some reads I can give you, but my strongest read is the Deep in the Well, I'm Convinced I'm Right Mafia read, and it is on DLGN. That was before you ever formaled him, and here's why.
What
If you
does
guys were
Deep in the
watching
Well
him give
mean?
His reads earlier when it's like the one I had, the soul read I had on him like a month ago.
So
when
a
he was
very
like, "Holy
strong
shit."
read is what you're
Very,
saying.
very strong. Okay, and here's why. If you guys are watching him talk like 5 minutes ago, before he ever got formaled, he was playing with something. I don't know what it was, but he was playing with something while he was talking. But he was staring at it the entire time he was talking, meaning he was rehearsing something. He was saying something he'd been rehearsing, right?
The puzzle.
So he was playing with that
Oh,
thing
I
while he
love
was giving
those.
reads. He wasn't staring at the screen. He wasn't looking at anybody. He wasn't interacting when he was giving those reads. And then on top of that, before he got formal, he was giggly and laughy in a way that there's no way he would ever be after what happened last
See how
time.
mad he was yesterday?
Like, there's no way he's this
That's
happy.
just because you don't know me, CP Hoya. I am. It is very difficult for me to get mad and stay mad at you.
I have never been this. By the way, not that it's happened a lot, but every time I've gone hard at you being Mafia, I've been right, and I'm totally convinced you're Mafia.
Trump, can you tell me why you think Hoya's Mafia?
When Benny formaled you early, I was disgusted because it's too early to lynch you, but I want you lynched so
That's
bad.
fine. I'd like to
And
just.
also,
Never too early.
Listen, when Benny formals you, it means you won't get lynched.
I'd like to respond to this if I can, just briefly.
No, it's not important. I want to hear why Trump thinks Hoya's Mafia.
I don't get mad at
It has to do with the early.
I'm not a very mad
He was
person.
talking about unimportant topics.
Talking about DLGN.
Now, see, and Trump saying that is such garbage because A, I'm responding to something that's not true, and B, like, that's not a read you would ever make on me because you know that I'm not afraid to give real content, and now I'm doing it, and I would think you'd be reevaluating anyway.
Alesh needs to
I am
speak
reevaluating.
rather than later, by the way.
When you're just going after someone and you haven't given any
You dare say that again.
Flip, just because he's wrong.
I can't hear caution.
Got nothing to do with
I think something about how that's not enough content.
Yo, DLGN is probably Mafia.
Unless the kid is like
later. He's not omgussing, which means that he's not town.
Still formal Hoya.
Which means that he's
not
not
DLGN.
I second DLGN.
What the fuck?
Why would I make this hard on myself?
I can't let slip formal Hoya.
I have a pretty good record at formal and Mafia Day one, Joey. Unlike you.
Joey, I won't get lynched. It's
all right.
I have a really good record of
So
formal.
CP Hoya, Phil, Guy, and Joey are convinced I am Mafia. If I was Mafia this game, I would be pretty quiet and down. I'm not. Like
Formal, I thought you were gonna stop there. If I was Mafia this game, I would be pretty. Okay.
Look, I don't get angry at people and stay angry very easily. Like I wouldn't even think about killing either Joey or Guy.
Do you think I was saying you were not angry at the right people? Because that's not what I'm saying at all.
I don't know what you're like. I stopped at the point where you called me Mafia and you're super convinced. I get it. You may believe that. I'm not sure. I like to determine whether or not somebody believes what they're saying. So far, it's possible you believe that genuinely. I'm not sure. I just know that you're wrong, obviously.
Can you say that last sentence you blipped out?
What?
Just repeat your last sentence.
Yeah, sure. That I like to try and ascertain whether or not somebody believes what they're saying. If they believe, if it's genuine, and I'm not sure yet. All I know is that it's not true that I'm Mafia. I'm down here. That's all I know, and so I haven't made up my mind on CP Hoya, even though Slip seems to want to defend me and go after Hoya. I don't know what his read on Hoya is.
What do you think about me, DLGN?
I do read you as genuine. You would have just tunneled the shit out of me.
Maybe if anybody in this game was willing to Hoya second Hoya, we would know.
You've done it before, Benny. You just went after me. I think you have a good record at getting lynched. So I don't.
You go first, question.
I don't see you rescinding there as Mafia.
I have a question for you. So the reason I first formaled you was because you sounded completely not confident when you first spoke up, and then when I formaled you, you had a very confident response, and that's why I rescinded. But now in this formal, you're again slipping back into that not confident area.
All right, so I guess you could argue that you had just given me that read in your in your accusation, and so maybe I try and upped it briefly or something and faked it. I didn't. I'm confident. It's just that I just got formal to get immediately after the first one was rescinded. It's kind of funny, and I don't have a ton of reads right now, so I can't speak a lot. Sure, Caution, I want your question. I'd like to speak more too, but what's up?
I want to know. Would you say that Flying V has a decent read on you?
Generally, yes.
So 2 people died the night that Banks, I'm pretty sure, has almost a 90% kind of read on you.
No, Banks has absolutely no read on me. No, that's so wrong. Banks doesn't.
Well, at least the last 3 games I've seen you as Mafia, and he's called you out specifically.
No. The game when he was a gunsmith and he gave Jenny guns and he told Jenny to shoot somebody else and was asking Jenny for her read on me all game and was pissed off that Jenny was giving it, and I convinced Jenny. No, that's so wrong. Banks does not read me. Flying V.
Stop talking about Jenny.
Does, yes.
So, DLGN,
what he's saying is factually correct about that game.
Yes.
DLGN, what do you make of the interaction between Joey and Slip this game, and why do you think Slip is Mafia over Joey?
Well, Slip, like I said, was just a posture read. I think it's been accurate lately. I understand that people read it the opposite direction a long time ago. I get that, but lately it's been.
DLGN, quick
question.
I was right last game too.
Why is he going so hard on Hoya?
You now know that I was down and that
everyone else is
in 5 seconds of the game starting.
Caution lost his town, Reed.
Would you be willing to believe that Slip leans back all the time, and since he's been rolling town lately, it's lately been a towny read?
I've rolled Mafia a lot lately.
So here's the thing.
Have you?
So here's the thing, Ryan. He did it. Why it was additionally weird is that he did it, but it was only for about 5 seconds. It was very, very brief, and so I thought he was just shifty and not comfortable in how he was sitting, and so I was really paying attention to him. But then when I got formal, he just kicked back again. Now he's doing it again. I don't know. It just seems more natural at this point.
DLGN, what do you think about the fact?
All right, yo, Guy, I want you to call DLGN Mafia.
No, shut up. DLGN, what do you think?
I don't think he's Mafia anymore.
DLGN, what do you think about the fact that you think that I'm town and Slip wants to kill me?
I don't know why he
That's
wants
why I
to kill.
formaled Hoya.
I'd like to know why.
Unctuous, are you voting?
I haven't heard any of Slip's reasons. I would like to.
I am not planning on voting.
Thank you. That's fine. But Captain, you asked something else. I think I talked over. What were you asking after the first thing?
Oh, I don't remember.
Okay. Yeah, Trump. What's up?
What is Ryzilla's read on you?
He just reads things that I say and like my emotion.
Oh,
Like there was one time.
Ask Ryzilla that.
Guys, if Benny votes, you should vote. Benny's never been wrong on DLGN ever. If Benny
One time in a game two when I was like, when this game.
Push your soon.
I pushed the vote.
10 seconds, DLGN.
You know I'm town guy, whatever. I'm down here. Hopefully you guys got that.
All right. With 13 alive, it will take 7 to kill. If you wish to vote on DLGN, raise your hand to the camera and keep it there. In 3, 2, 1. Vote.
I can't vote. I should have voted.
That was not enough. You have immunity.
Me, Phil.
No, stop.
Me, Phil, Hoya.
Come at me.
Are you kidding me? I second Hoya.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Hoya,
Dude, there's 3 seconds left in the day, Joey. Shut up.
Nobody's formaling anybody. Then maybe you should stand up and formal somebody.
You guys
Hoya.
are bad.
Hoya, one, I don't think you even believed your accusation on DLGN. I
Who
don't
seconded?
think
We just missed with 6 votes on a guy who's.
I disagree. I fundamentally disagree.
I already reject your entire premise, but go ahead and finish.
I'm telling
accusation. Just finish it.
Not only that, I don't like earlier when I tried to formal you at 6 minutes. I don't think if you're town, you come out with because formaling me is bad. I don't agree. I think you as town are okay getting formaled because you're confident you can defend yourself.
I said I won't get lynched. It's fine. That's literally what I said to you.
I don't.
It's literally what I said. I said it's
maybe I misunderstood what you said.
Definitely misunderstood.
I think you were saying because I'm not. It's bad.
Terrible. It is terrible. That has nothing to do with whether.
No, there were 3 seconds left in the day.
No, that's fine. I get
Why
it.
Are you mad?
I'm not mad. I get it. Like I get it. That it has
only
to get
game.
I get
It's
it.
only game.
Although that's 2 in a row where you had a weird whatever.
Why you have to be mad?
Here are my reads. DLGN is virtually lock Mafia. If you don't lynch him in this game, barring a claim, you're all the worst.
Oh my God, dude.
I don't like.
me in the night, dude.
Yo, I'm formal here. I'm gonna give you my fucking read.
Who seconded Hoya?
Guy did because there was 2 seconds left and no one formaled anybody else.
Okay.
Ryan, did you vote on DLGN?
Yes, you did.
Because we're in the lazy mode where like if I say DLGN's Mafia and he doesn't get lynched, that means you have to formal someone who voted on the guy who didn't get lynched because that's a good way to find someone who's Mafia because that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, but you haven't actually given a reason why DLG is Mafia. You've just
I gave fucking 4!
No, you said you barrel beat like during
I said
his
when he was getting his fake reads, he was
We
staring at a little
evaluate
toy.
reads. What was fake about his reads?
Because he wasn't even.
This is your Mafia play. You're being overly emotional about nothing.
Okay,
Overly emotional
at
about
3
nothing.
minutes left, I'm going to begin talking. Just keep talking, because I'm not going to talk over you for the rest of my fucking formal. And I'm pretty sure you're town, which is why I'm so fucking annoyed with you.
The only way that you vote here is if you believe that Hoya is a good enough actor to completely emulate everything that happened last game.
And Unctuous is Mafia.
Why do you think Caution is town?
Does anybody want my reads, or are we just gonna like?
I do because
That's what we're trying to get.
No, you're not. You're absolutely not. You're absolutely not trying to get my reads. You want?
I want you to read.
I say.
What do you think, good guy?
Time.
I want you guys to stop talking and let Hoya talk in his defense.
Yeah,
Jesus
shut the
Christ.
fuck up. Anyway, okay, so my other Mafia read is Captain. Captain's gonna freak out. I don't give a fuck. Here's why. When Captain.
Oh my God!
When Captain was getting his reads, or not even his reads, when Captain was pushing his reads at the beginning of the day, he was doing it soft and weak, which he never does when he's town. Because when he never does when he's town. Because we all know that when he's town, the first thing he does is pick some target and go fucking ham at that person for like 10 minutes. He always does that. He's done it to me like 5 times. He's done it to people who I voted with him when he was town. He's not doing it here. And in fact, that was the only contribution he made all day was weak reads that he wasn't pushing at all. That's not how he plays. I've played a lot with him as town. I would lynch him if not a DLGN. That's where I'm at on Mafia reads.
I think you're
town
right.
reads. Benny's obviously. Benny's obvious. What?
Who are you just talking about?
Captain.
Captain? Okay.
Hoya, you
you're
believe
right about
he's
Captain.
bussing his teammate DLGN?
Who cares? DLGN's defense was terrible. And it just happened last game anyway. Like, bussing does not mean it's an impossible team.
I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm asking if that's what you believe.
I believe it's not impossible, so don't care.
CP Hoya, I think you have the right read on Captain.
Anyway,
read on me.
Great. Benny is pretty obviously town. I don't think Benny goes that hard. Well, okay, Benny goes hard all the time, but I don't think that Benny would go at DLGN when DLGN's definitely being Mafia-ish in the first place. my biggest hesitation about DLGN is that if Benny goes that hard about someone he's usually, I mean, I'm not trying to be a dick. Like, my experience has been that you do that a lot, and usually it's random. So like, okay.
I don't.
Regardless,
I don't think this actually needs that much more defense because I don't think this is going to pass. But I think
it will. Because it's the last fall.
No, there's one more guaranteed
there's
after
one more.
this.
There's one
what do you think about Trump?
But I think that if you believe that Hoya like is Mafia here, this doesn't line up with any of the Mafia play that he's ever done. I don't think he's ever soul read somebody at the very.
You've never defended someone in the formal.
Are you kidding? I don't fucking kidding me.
I'm pretty sure that Unctious just did the exact same thing last game, and you said the exact same thing, Joe.
No, I didn't.
Can I talk?
Oh yeah, what do you think about Trump?
Formal?
You're not really town.
Let Hoya talk, please.
I think Trump's initial read on me was absolute garbage. He said he was reevaluating. He hasn't provided that reevaluation. However, when he's Mafia, I tend to like strongly read him Mafia. That's like 3 games in a row now. I haven't felt that way. I think the read was really lazy, but I don't think that means he's Mafia. I'm not calling him town, but like I don't have a strong read on him, which means I shouldn't try to lynch him. Slip being that wrong aggressively is really weird for him.
Time in the formals up. Push Reason.
I push.
10 seconds. Hoya.
That's particularly bad because now he
the only
knows
vote anyways.
better than that. That's all I got.
Alright, with 13 alive, it will take 7 to kill. If you wish to vote on Hoya, place your hand to the camera and keep it there. In 3, 2, 1, vote. That's not enough. You're going into the 2 minutes for your guaranteed formal.
So,
Benny, why did you rescind on DLGN? And
I
then...
want to lynch Captain, but I'm not.
No, I want to talk to Slip. So Slip,
I'll answer your question. I rescinded on DLGN because, like I said,
screw you guys. Screw you guys. Freezilla's Mafia. We're gonna lynch him today.
Alesh, did you vote?
All right.
Just got it.
Trump, will you explain what the minus and my name means?
Yeah,
so Slip.
Yeah.
You were so sure he was Mafia. Stop talking. So you were so sure.
I was less sure at the end of his formal, if that's what you're looking for.
Like you tried to formal him for 6 minutes, and you didn't say shit during his formal. Like, why didn't you try to bury him or pressure him or do anything? You just sat there and then you threw up your hand, knowing it wouldn't pass. Like,
didn't you do the same
because
thing?
I wasn't sure. Like, I didn't have. There was no specific.
I didn't vote on him. I thought he was down.
Captain, I couldn't. There was no questions for me to ask him because his formal was a clusterfuck of yelling. So like, I have no.
Are you seriously bitching about my formal right
now? No. I'm not bitching about you and your formal. I'm bitching about like I couldn't get anything out of your formal because of
the only person who couldn't talk on my formal was me. Which is
I know. That's why I couldn't get anything.
So how is it a clusterfuck?
I think
Do not second me. That's awful, Trump.
Incoming roll claim.
All right, Ryzilla.
Who seconded me?
Mafia for much the same reason why I called you town last game. Got my read on you.
No smiles,
nailed.
bro. No smiles.
You are not smiley.
You are not vanilla town.
No content.
Congratulations on adding to your new read of me being town, which is when I lose game 1 and I'm salty about it, I don't smile as much as I do in game 1. So pat yourself on the back. You've got a new town read for Ryuzilla. Awesome.
Can I just say Benny's probably Mafia regardless of DLGN's alignment?
All right, so I'm gonna give my reads. I'm gonna give my reads.
I'm glad that you're still terrible at this game. I'm glad that nothing has changed since I stopped playing.
Shut up. Okay, so first of all, I want to hear a tiny bit from Alesh because you have sat there. The only time you talked this entire game was when I called on you, and then you seconded me. Please talk for a little bit. I'm giving you a minute in my form.
reads really fast. I'll leave that.
I don't need your reads. I want you to call Ryan Mafia.
Yeah, call me Mafia. Do whatever. Talk for a minute.
I didn't really like your communication with Guy at the beginning of the game.
With Guy? I didn't talk to Guy at the beginning of the game.
But he did to you. And like defending him, I think he's Mafia with you. I think like the team is probably Guy.
Wait, hold on. What communication did I ever have with Guy?
It was like 4 minutes in the game. I didn't really like that, and I think like at the beginning of it, like you've been active for like first 3-4 minutes, and then you shut down. You shut down for like 20 minutes, and you didn't say shit. And I don't think like you're trying to solve the game from that point of view. I don't know, like just didn't see your town play there.
Do you see how that like 100% applies directly to you, Alesh?
All right, so okay.
I actually tried to talk.
All right, that's cool. All right, got it. So. First of all, I never had any reaction to Guy. The only thing I'm reading about Guy is that he voted on DLGN, who I think is Mafia, so that's townier for me. Okay, so
Were you the 6th vote on DLGN, Ryan?
It was me, Phil, Hoya, Guy, Benny, Captain.
That's correct.
Okay, so I don't think that Benny does this thing where he formals DLGN, rescinds, and then votes if they're
agree with that, Joey.
together. I really like Slip in terms of 5-second read. Like his reaction when he saw Banks and Flying V die, I believe was genuine. He sat there and laughed for a solid like 5 seconds. I really liked CP Hoya's defense, especially liked his outburst. And I especially liked the fact that he said, caution, I actually think that you're towny during his outburst. So Hoya, very towny for me. I don't know, like, Trump, your read, in my opinion, is very weird. You say nothing for most of the day, and then you just yell out, "Screw this! We're killing Ryan!" And I am pretty much more or less the exact same as I normally am, save for the smiles, which is because of the salt. Yeah, DLGN, go ahead.
Sure. What do you think of Captain, and additionally, why he asked me what your read on me is? Like if I know what your read on.
I don't really have much of a read on Captain, other than the fact that I sort of agree with Hoya that he hasn't been going full aggro.
Why do you think he was interested in like how you read me? He asked me that specifically.
Sorry,
if
what?
I knew. He asked me like specifically like how you read me.
How I read you?
Yeah, wasn't that him?
I don't know. My read on
I
Cap.
don't think I asked that.
Yeah,
I think I asked something else.
people are remembering things incorrectly. Both you and Alesh. I don't think there was any interaction between me and Captain.
Ryan, can I waste 10 seconds on your formal?
Go ahead. Yep, go ahead.
Last game, Trump was Mafia, and he made up a read on you that had to do with your confidence and when you laugh and like how you laugh. Do you remember this?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so his read on you right.
This is why he's making the exact. Yes.
Seems to relate to that, and it was bullshit that we don't believe he does in the first place last game, right?
Right. Exactly. It was complete bullshit last time.
So
I continue to believe his read is bullshit. Yes. Is that what you're asking?
But it wasn't a read; it was fake last game. That's what got him lynched.
Okay.
Yeah, he has to say it like he believes it.
What's your read on him right
That's
now?
got nothing to do with why I formaled him.
Okay, so
Trump right now.
I believe that what he is saying is factually true. I am not smiling, but I believe the read is bullshit, and the conviction with which he's saying that I'm Mafia is also bullshit because I'm.
Do you believe that he cares if you smile?
All right, look, Ryan's defense
yes,
is
I
just
do.
that he's salty. We need to lynch him.
That is not my defense.
That's basically it.
No, that's what you're hearing, but I'm actually town.
What do you think about Joey?
Also, I think Unctuous is
The
town.
form was up. Push recent. I believe
Push.
Trump holds it. Yeah, push. 10 seconds ready.
All right. I also believe Unctuous is town. I left that out during my formal. I am
Pocketing
town.
me last minute. Buying votes.
Right. With 13 alive, it will take 7 to kill. If you wish to run Ryuzilla, raise your hand to the camera and keep it there. In 3, 2, 1, vote. For
Wow,
Well, that's interesting.
You guys have 2 minutes.
I like everyone except for Benny.
First, guaranteed vote, boys. You put your hands up no matter what.
Unless he's down.
That's not actually
Benny. Let's lynch Benny.
Yeah, let's lynch Benny or Joey, but probably Benny.
Or Alesh.
I don't know about
Let's just town. Let's just town.
Alesh is probably town. to me.
I've never played with him, but
I don't think
Yeah,
he's
I know.
I believe he's town.
I also believe that Alesh is town.
Why is he getting a town?
I think we should look
He
towards
doesn't
caution
think
and
so,
Phil.
it's like,
I think we should.
I don't like either of those.
I think we should lynch DLGN or Benny.
I have immunity.
I want to hear what Unctuous, was that you talking?
DLGN has immunity.
I said caution.
Oh, well, then we should lynch Benny.
I want to lynch Captain really bad.
Strongly believe we should lynch someone
Yo,
else.
then formal him, Hoya.
So I don't think.
All right, I second Captain.
Whoa! No, Captain.
No.
Captain
Yeah, that
Town.
was-
No, Hoya is correct. Hoya has a sick
No,
read.
it's not.
Oh my God, guys, trolling he's Mafia.
I'm not Mafia.
Yeah, you want to say anything, or like, can we just go to sleep?
I already said all of it, so I don't want to waste your time, but I think that you are going soft and are not committed with any conviction to the reads you have stated, which have mattered, and then you stop
I
talking.
got baking soda.
Right now, Captain.
That's not
Baking
a question
soda.
you
I
asked
got
me.
baking soda.
So very early on, I wanted to go on Alesh, and then he brought up the Banks thing, and I kind of believed him, so I didn't want to bring him up anymore. Basically, I think Alesh is power roll. I don't care. That's why I didn't put Hammer in. I don't think Benny should be the lynch today. Because we had 2 votes on which like 5 or 6 people voted. One on DLGN, one on Ryzilla. And they were entirely different groups, except for Benny, who voted on both. Like everyone else, aside from Benny, like being completely split in those votes.
That's right. The votes are opposite.
I didn't vote on either. Get fucked.
Makes it very likely that Ryzilla and DLGN are different alignments, and Benny voted on both, which means he probably voted on at least one Mafia.
No, no. Benny late voted on DLGN because he counted votes.
Yeah.
I didn't see if he voted.
No, Benny, shut the fuck up. Sit down.
Captain,
Captain, Benny has to vote on DLGN because it would look weird as fuck if he doesn't after all the things that Benny said about DLGN.
Captain,
Benny doesn't care about that.
Guy, it was weird that he did.
Benny doesn't care if he looks weird. Benny goes the entire day without saying anything and then pushes the phone.
But he knows that his votes
Benny
can
is
count
so
him.
off.
I don't care about this. So I still think.
Captain, is there a world where they're both town, DLGN and Ryan?
Sure.
There's a world where they're both Mafia. That's why.
I almost didn't vote. I don't know.
If they're both town, it makes Benny like 100%.
Sure, there's a world. I haven't figured out the team of 3 yet. I do think Phil is really town though. And Joey as well. They're both doing. They're both having a lot of fun and actually saying things that don't really add anything to the game. That are just like jokes and
are those real reads that you usually make?
Okay, so
it's so bad it's good.
Joey and Phil are both good enough to do that as both alignments, but they do it more when they're down because they have to think about their playlists. That's especially true for Phil, but like Joey doing the anxious hands thing, like he wouldn't like think it's that funny when he's Mafia. So I think that they're both down. I think Hoya was down in his formal.
No, he thought the same shit was hilarious last game, and he was Mafia.
If I could be a little bit greedy.
I didn't watch that last game.
I was
then you're
did I vote you, DLGN? Okay, so in your formal, you were really jumping from point to point, and not really sure where you were. You seem to cut yourself off and start talking about something different. No, I disagree. I think when you're down, you're really coherent. And when you're Mafia, you're either talking really slow, or you're like this. You're jumpy from place to place. So that's why I voted. I think Slate is Mafia as well.
You've read that.
What did you like so much about Ryozilla's formal to not vote on him during Guaranteed?
I wasn't entirely sure on Ryzilla. I felt his frustration with being red for not smiling, which he felt he was. I don't think he was being red for that, but I think he felt he was being red for that. And I felt his frustration on that was real. And I've given actually the same exact read on him in a game 2 before.
Why do you think
he was down then, and I went really hard on him.
Were you town or Mafia?
Why do you think I'm Mafia, and what's your read on Caution?
I think you're Mafia because, first of all, the thing you did with Hoya, where you were so sure he was Mafia and then didn't do shit to try to actually get him lynched, other than just like formal him and then shut up. That was really fucking weird. You didn't vote on DLGN, who I think is Mafia. And other than that, I don't think you've done much.
He would be way more pissed
What do you think about Caution?
I sort of think he did.
I have no idea on Caution. I don't know.
There was a game like 2 weeks ago when Captain thought that Slip was Mafia, and he was like hard about it the entire day and formaled him, and then formaled somebody immediately who didn't vote on Slip. Like Captain isn't like he doesn't have any conviction behind his reads today, which is very un-Captain-esque.
I agree. We should be lynching Benny today.
This
I don't know
might
what
be
you're
like,
talking about, guy.
Captain, are you tired or
No,
anything? Like,
you're obviously trying to outpower roll. So just,
I think
I slept 4 hours in the past 2 days.
Time to thumbs up. Push Houston.
yeah.
I push.
10 seconds, Captain.
I'm down. You should know I'm down. My reads are pretty damn good. Look at the votes between DLGN and Ryzilla. I think they will reveal a lot this game.
Alright, with 13 alive, it will take 7 to kill. If you wish to vote on Captain, raise your hand to the camera and keep it there. In 3, 2, 1, vote.
Rip on? Nope.
Oh my god.
It's not enough. Go to sleep.
Sleeperinos, look at Benny's face.
Hello again, Twitch chat. How's it going? I'm glad to be here at night again for y'all. Is everybody having a good Mafia All-Star evening? With me and Dan co-hosting. You guys got any inquiries or questions? Hit us up. You can ask Dan too. Let's see. Hold on, let me get that up. At Banks. Question: when you're playing tennis, do you wear your work shoes or your flip-flops? I don't think I'd be very good at tennis if I wore my flip-flops or my work shoes. I wear tennis shoes, and I don't know how you knew I played tennis, but that's cool.
Oh, who's?
Do I get 2 KO'd often? I'm assuming by KO'd you mean night zeroed. I have the most night zeros in Mafia All Stars, so that's fun. Not often. I don't know if it's actually happened before. It might not have. I can't remember, to be honest. Let's see. What's the next question? Hello, Banks, Mr. Nightmod. You should not only inquire about a question, but question your inquiry. Banks, I feel like the only way to tell if you aren't Mafia is when you get night zeroed, which is not actually factual, because I could get night zero Vigi shot in any game that Robic is playing in. Let's see here. Banks, have you ever been night zero 3 times in a row? I actually was once. It wasn't the same day. It was, I got night zeroed, I think, in All Stars, and then the game after All Stars, we played on DM, I got night zeroed, and then the next day, the first game of the day, I got night zeroed, and then I got night one the next game. It was back in, I feel like it was in the summer or something. I do remember. It's pretty funny, actually. I kind of wanted to get night zeroed again because I was town all 4 games. Banks, what's the nicest place you ever lived? And if you could live anywhere, where would it be? I've only lived in Texas my whole life. I've never lived anywhere outside of Texas. So I would say Texas. And none of the places I've lived have been particularly like awe-inspiring, but I have enjoyed the people at the places that I live. I think Texas people are generally cool. Banks and Danimal. Danimal, could you look left and position your mouth on the edge of the screen? Danimal, could you do the same thing on the right? Yeah, it's the same person to do the same thing. Oh, pretend like we're saying no, thank you. Banks, what is your opinion of bacon soda? I think that sounds terrible. I think bacon is good. I think soda is good, but I don't think that together they're good. Unless you mean baking soda, in which case it's good for things. Banks, do I believe in ghosts? Only when I'm playing the Epic Mafia game Ghosts. Otherwise, I do not. Banks, do you think of the growing threat of Islamic fundamentalism and terrorism on the global economy? I would say that it's in general bad. Terrorism is generally very rarely a good thing. Banks, you're still playing WoW. I am currently. I just killed Yogg Saron and did not get Mimron's head, unfortunately. Banks, what's the biggest penis you've ever seen in real life? I don't know. Probably my own. Let's see. What's the fact? What is a fact you know about Australia? I know a couple of facts. I know that it used to be a British colony. I know that Gnome Saying is from there. And I know that it is the only continent that is also a country.
Dead be dead, alive be alive.
Banks, you're dead.
Thanks.
Rectum in the rectum.
Gnome is from Australia?
Yeah.
13 is the correct amount. During the night, slip you die, caution you die, day begins.
We didn't hit Mafia yesterday?
Can I actually see votes on Captain?
Yo, like, Captain is 100% Mafia here. There's no way
Who voted?
Who voted? Shut up. Who voted on Captain?
I did.
Guy, Hoya.
So who's got that different check?
Would you like me to come up with my different check now or later?
Now?
Yeah, what's your different
That would be ideal if you have.
But only if you're the fucking cop.
If you come out with some Vanilla Town bullshit, it's gonna be dumb.
I like that.
Hold on, why did you choose people, Benny? I thought you were the hypno.
Yo, Benny, you can probably just come out with a different check on captain because whoever the real cop has that, and they won't counterclaim you, and then you'll die as VT. It'll be sick, and then the real cop.
Yeah, just do a check on 2 dead people.
Hey, it's interesting that you think I'm VT now, guy. When all of yesterday you wanted to kill me. Same with Joey.
Well, you voted on captain, right?
What's
Benny,
happening?
Benny, can I make like a humble request for today?
Shut the fuck up.
Can we have today like not be the Benny show unless there's a mechanical reason that it has to be, please?
Okay, I will mute my mic and not talk for the rest of the day.
That's not what I'm saying. I don't want it to be like. All right.
That was very passive aggressive.
What were the votes on DLGN?
Me.
How long does it need to be
Phil,
on a
Guy,
camera
Captain,
for
Benny, Hoya, Ryan.
Yeah, Benny voted as well.
So Slip, Caution, myself didn't vote.
I like to go out with my reads, for example.
I was right on Caution again.
Okay.
Slip didn't vote
So
on
I
you.
think today we should definitely kill Captain. I'm already like fucked up the video and kill him yesterday. Like when he.
Did you vote, Alesh? Did you vote?
I didn't. I should have. I think I should have.
On who? On who?
When we were going on to the formal, like Captain started like role hunting when he picked me as a power role, whatever.
No, he said it's
fucking weird.
No, that's a bad read.
I mean,
That's a bad
it
read.
was pretty terrible. But apart from my other reads, I think Caution is. Yeah.
If I was rolling, I would have
You
gone
think
you.
would you
Benny
guess
have like 5 beverages?
would you go out on a limb and say Caution's Town, Alesh?
What, Brian?
Would you go out on a limb and say Caution's Town, or are you gonna play it safe?
Yeah, I want to say Caution. I want to say my reads from yesterday because I wanted to say my reads like 10 minutes. Like I had my hand up for like 10 minutes and nobody.
Can you just give updated reads?
I can already tell.
I think DLGN. I actually thought I thought Hoya was really going on DLGN from town perspective when he was pinging him out. I read DLGN pretty much the same way. But in DLGN's formal, I actually thought DLGN was kind of towny. But I still think Hoya was going from town perspective, so I think Hoya is pretty towny there. I didn't like.
Vigi.
What?
No Vigi, no cop, just like typical.
We need a Vigi.
Typical fucking All Stars game where all the rules are dead.
Typical All Stars
It's
game.
pretty easy. Like
All the rules are dead. 9-0.
Vigi shoots himself.
Who shot Caution? Oh shit! Did I just slip?
I still think Ryan's Town. Is that bad?
I think Ryan actually might be town.
I still think he's down too.
I think Ryan's Town. I think Phil's Town. I think Trump's Town. I think.
Just look at them.
I want to hear more from Trump today.
Would it
Fuck
kill
you,
you?
Anxious. I don't know.
Joey, why do you have Trump as down?
It's kind of hard for there to be a town all
I
the
don't know.
time.
I just liked his passion when he pushed on Ryan.
This game is a lot harder than the last one.
Trump was
Yeah.
like
Oh,
a few.
is it really DLGN?
From your perspective, this game could be very easy for you.
I think Guy is Mafia.
No, I think it's actually
I was just about to say that. Fuck
I'm not, but like I understand why you guys are reading me that way, but
Guy, are you
I
Mafia?
like Guy.
no, I'm not.
I didn't like Guy too, but like the reason why I think Guy
What were the
is
votes on
like,
Captain
we
again?
voted for Captain, and Captain is
Like,
like 90%.
Yesterday, like okay, so yesterday Ryuzilla reached out to Alesh, okay? Then for the rest of the day, Alesh didn't say anything except for, I think Guy is Mafia, I think Guy is Mafia, we should kill Guy, I think Guy is Mafia, we should kill Guy. And then Trump formals Ryuzilla, and Alesh is like, I second Ryuzilla. And it's because I think Guy is Mafia.
And
like,
Alesh,
that makes absolutely no sense.
Alesh fabricated some sort of interaction that you and I had that did not
I
even
don't remember
occur.
any interaction between me and Ryuzilla, but Alesh is like, I think you're Mafia because Guy's Mafia.
I'm not telling you what was the interaction. Like Ryan started something, I didn't know what he said, but then you came up and like you said, oh, I don't think Ryan is Mafia because Ryan, like, because of last game.
Are you uncomfortable, dude? You're doing the like #1 physical tell, the rub of the back of the neck.
Okay,
yeah.
you know what? What the fuck? I'm Cap. Kill Captain. I have this.
Nice.
It's actually false though. I'm the real cop, so I'm not sure if Alesh is.
Are you hard claiming?
I'm hard claiming.
Well, Alesh, what are you checking?
What's your check?
My check number 0 is Banks, and Captain is 10.
Oh, false.
All right.
I touched DLGN and then Captain. I have a different.
Shut the fuck up, Benny.
Did you just say Captain same?
Benny, don't do this to me again, dude.
Hold on, Benny. Benny, are you actually claiming as well?
Well, this is...
I have a difference between Hoya and DLGN.
Oh,
This is an actual claim.
Just 3 claims now.
Okay, let's just go captain. Let's be serious.
I kind of feel like I should play amazing.
You're hard claiming?
I want to know which one of you guys is fucking around first. So
Now, Rezla, are you are you fucking hard claiming right now?
Yes. Who am I going heads up with?
Okay, so we have Ryan and captain. It's just let's go.
Can we have more claims? This should be interesting.
I believe Alesh.
Captain, we reduce KP.
I kind of do too. I don't think he kills Banks.
Wait, you have a difference between who?
Hoya and DLGN.
Okay, how soon are you rescinding? Like 5 seconds or 10 seconds?
No, this is legit.
I'm different from Hoya?
Yes.
Because I'm the cop.
You can't be serious, Ryan. You can't be
I'm
serious.
different from Hoya, Ryan?
I'm sorry?
I'm different from Hoya?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Let's lynch captain.
Oh, that's news to DLGN.
It is. I thought he was town yesterday. If like I don't know.
So, I think.
All right.
Whoever's the medic is going to have a field.
First things first. First things first. Benny, what are your checks?
He doesn't know.
And he's not hard claiming.
That's DLGN night 0, which is why I was pushing on him during day 1. And then I checked captain last night.
And you haven't
not helpful to town,
Benny's
right?
an idiot check. Is that what you got, Bet? Benny is an idiot?
That's possible.
That's what I got. That's what I got.
The other possible outcome was that Joey's an idiot and he was trying to push on Cup.
Alesh, I will give you props for having the balls to do this in the first game.
Give it to me.
Can one of you rescind, please?
I am giving you props for having the balls to do this.
To rescind. One of them is Mafia.
I'm too retarded to figure out which one's real right now.
Yeah, we know that.
Okay, listen to me. Listen to me. I'll tell you what the play is here. We're gonna kill Captain no matter what. KP will be visibly reduced because both cops will still be alive, and then they'll both get an additional check.
So we are not killing Captain. If you're gonna play it safe, we're not gonna pick against the actual Mafia's different check. We're gonna kill somebody who's completely outside of the checks. If you guys are gonna hedge like that, absolutely. There's a difference. But Alesh has a
confirmed red check because KP will be confirmed no matter what.
Ryan.
Right.
So Alesh is Mafia. You're saying there's one Mafia between Hoya and DLGN, and you want
Correct.
to find the final Mafia between the how many 7 other people?
What I'm saying is if you guys are saying we're going to actually keep both cops alive and you're not going to go after Alesh, who's clearly Mafia, then we're not going to kill between his different checks.
No, Ryan, the reason we are is because if he ever reveals
Captain's world, Ryuzilla has to be the confirmed cop.
Yeah, but I mean, he's still gonna have a bad strategy.
No, big news. Hashtag Ryan game.
Hey Ryan.
Yeah.
Actually, if Ryan rescinded his
sorry?
claim right now, I'd still believe he was down.
Who are the peaks which night?
Is that bad?
Hoya, night
Yes.
0,
No,
DLGN night 1.
Most likely. That's the thing. It's like I don't know.
All right, here's why I'm uncomfortable with this. Here's why I'm uncomfortable with this.
Okay, shut the fuck up, everybody.
Well, no, actually, can I actually talk?
Everybody, I'm actually
dude, I need to fucking talk, dude. You need to chill out.
Bacon soda. I got bacon soda.
The reason that these specific
Bacon
claims are
soda.
problematic,
I got
I think,
bacon
is because
soda.
in my world, from day 1, I was worried about Joey because he seemed like, because I think Benny was right in that it seemed like Joey was trying to out rolls from the beginning. Now,
Every fucking game.
no, but
Well, he got 3 cops out of
the
it.
kills were within the people that like he didn't town or Mafia read, and that
I town read
after
both of
everyone
them,
else-
you fuck.
No,
Yeah, I did. I called caution instantly town before he even.
you didn't fucking say anything about caution.
No,
I said
Joey
caution's
did.
down.
Yeah, Joey
And
said
then
the
you
caution was
I think
down.
it's Mafia, and I said, Unctious, you're bad at the game.
Why are we talking about Joey?
But because in my world,
from
so
town.
Joey
voted-
also called Alesh super town right off the bat, and so it
Did you just say I voted on no one?
Alesh,
I'm most scared of a world where Joey
only voted on Hoya.
Yeah, well, then you're not confirmed town, dude, because you should have voted on captain.
Joey, do you believe in Alesh?
Come out with your check when you have a confirmed Mafia.
What?
Oh, can we
Why?
kill?
Because we reduced KP.
Yeah, we're gonna.
I actually can live. I actually can.
Why didn't you come out with your check right away? Why did you wait to come out with your check when you?
Because I thought I can bury
Usually
captain.
not the cops.
Yo, are you kidding me? Like,
You thought you could bury
Alesh's
me.
claim makes way
Did
more
you-
sense than Ryan's.
did you not know that Alesh was cop 5 seconds into the day when he goes, "Can I get the votes on captain? Can I get the votes on captain?" And then Benny's like, "I'm gonna claim cop later," and Alesh is like, "What are your checks, Benny?" Like, is it not obvious?
Yeah.
Come on.
He was definitely planning on claiming Cobb. It doesn't.
Yes, Alesh was planning on claiming Cop at some point today.
Yes.
Yeah.
That doesn't make him top.
And have you actually fucking seen Captain's face when I claimed? He was like, "Oh fuck."
Okay, so
Yeah,
that's
true.
Oh yeah, that was I did this.
Lynch Benny,
Not
game
like
in.
that, but like yours.
Lynch Benny, game in.
I was sitting like this.
This game is easy. So we're gonna kill Captain. Then tomorrow we're gonna kill more checks, and we're probably gonna kill Ryuzilla at that point. And then tomorrow we're gonna kill between Phil and Joey.
All right.
And then
I'm back. Sorry about that, guys.
Are you serious, Benny?
I agree.
Good to know that you're still terrible at this game.
Phil.
Yeah, I don't know
The
what.
reason why I chose you was because this was my accusation I gave you last time, and it still holds true. You are a better player than to not vote on RNG1.
No, disagree.
No, I'm not.
On RNG1 though.
Phil's town.
If I believe someone is down, I'm not
Okay,
voting.
watch the
I don't
last game.
care.
Phil
I
is
don't care
still
about game
winning last game.
mechanics.
Phil is
All right,
down.
so
They're
I
down,
need
I'm not voting.
I need to reiterate. Alesh is not a real cop here.
Oh,
the
shit,
fact
I forgot.
the fact that you want to lynch between his two checks is a bad idea. There's a high there's a high probability.
Lynch Banks, Ryan. You know, like
Ryan, listen to me. Listen, Ryan.
There's a confirmed
The reason why we're lynching Captain is because then no matter what, even if Alesh is Mafia, he can only use 1 KP and he cannot kill you. If you die in the night or if 2 people die in the night, then we lynch Alesh immediately. So both of the cops are going to be alive tomorrow. They're both going to have another check to give us.
Ryan, I would suggest you try and check the person who's going to die in the night.
I have something to say here.
AKA
I actually
not
just
dead.
want to interact with Ryan for like a minute.
Yeah.
So Ryan, this doesn't have anything to do with your cop claims, but may prove your towniness or whatnot. So why did you vote for DLGN?
Because I really did not like his formal at all. It
DLGN
felt
is
very
tough.
flustered.
Okay,
Captain
why did you
vote-
not
DLGN
vote
is
for
very
Captain
likely
during
down
RNG1?
after all
Did
this.
Captain vote on DLGN?
And I think
Yes.
CP Hoya is.
Captain and Ryan both voted on.
And I
No, like,
voted on Captain with me. I think
Captain was sort of a reverse
Oh, wait, Hoya, no,
Amgus,
Captain
if you
cannot
will.
be with.
Sorry, I want to hear Ryan's answer.
There's
Ryan,
no ways with me.
Captain.
All right.
Hoya, I don't know about.
All right,
like,
hey, hold on. Let me.
Oh, yeah, went to
Okay,
me.
so DLGN I thought was quite scummy. I like that Captain voted on DLGN, and I also it's like I just said, it's sort of a reverse Amgus. Captain was highly defending me in his formal.
Captain vote on Ryuzilla?
Here's
No.
Lenny,
No.
please listen.
They did not vote on
I
each
think-
other.
I
And
think
Ryan,
Hoya
why
is
did you
down
vote
here.
for Hoya?
Oh wait, hold on, please.
Why did I not vote for Hoya?
No, why did
Because
you vote for Hoya?
I did not vote for Hoya.
All right, can I have 1 minute?
Hoya screamed
One
out
minute.
"fuck" like 30 seconds into his
1 minute.
formal. There's
All
no
right,
chance
so
I was
here's
voting.
where I
on
am
him.
at. I still think Alesh is a cop because I don't think he Nigeria's banks. 2, I think CP Hoya is down. I don't believe Benny's claim. Sorry, Benny, but like I would really appreciate if you rescinded because CP Hoya voted with me on Captain, who I strongly believe is not.
Nobody thinks Benny is the cop.
Okay, that's great. Like, Benny, you done this to me before, and like we put a difference check between me and somebody when it was not real, and we fought and lost. So like, please, like down here, just rescind.
That sounds like a Benny game. We fought and we lost.
Like,
I was not
Hashtag Benny game. Hey, listen, if anybody knows anything about Ryuzilla, he'll vote on people that he thinks are town if it's RNG1, guaranteed formal. He's going to vote on people even if he thinks they're town because he hates sleeping. The fact that he didn't vote on Captain is extremely...
This is not true at all. This is not true at all.
I didn't know that.
Stop, Ryzo, what was the order of your checks and why did you check those people?
I checked Mancini because I just think he's a good night zero check. I checked DLGN because there was a huge vote on him, so it gives us a ton of information.
Didn't he say check DLGN first earlier?
No. Nice try.
Why did you choose my vote over the other?
Wait, Ryuzilla, who's your other check?
What are you
should
talking
have 3
about?
checks.
No. I invented this game, guy. DLGN, you had the most votes in the day. Yours was the closest split. Yours was the closest split, and Captain's was an EOD vote, which is different.
You know what's
I
really
believe.
sick? Wait.
His was one away from a hammer, no?
Wait, can I just like steal a little bit of logic here? There is only one Mafia amongst me, Benny, Guy, Unctious, Trump, Phil, right? So that's 5 town right there. So like, let's look at those votes. Like that's pretty sick information.
Alesh, why did you change?
Right?
Benny voted on both Ryan and Captain.
Benny, ask me the question.
That's like so sick. Like look, we found 5 town today.
I think Benny voted on voted on everyone but Hoya.
Okay, so Alesh, you didn't vote on Captain, meaning you think that he's town. Why did you check him? Assuming that you know.
Because that's vote. Like from his vote.
But why not check DLGN? Why not check DLGN?
He was raw hunting. Like I actually was like when I was going, I thought I wanna like I was really sorry that I didn't kill Captain like there.
Alesh, if I was actually Mafia and I actually had a role read on you, don't you think I would have killed you?
You just called me wrong. Like,
so here's a legit question. Why would you be nervous to claim?
Alesh, why did you not vote on Captain?
But because I don't know, like I thought like Captain just wouldn't kill Banks. Like that was my main reason. Even though I thought he was coming, I still believe like he wouldn't kill Banks. Like I don't know. And Flying Wee.
Alesh, why would you be nervous to claim if
you fucking killed 2 players I want to play with most.
Alesh, why would you be nervous to claim? Why are you nervous to claim?
I wasn't nervous to claim. I was nervous because I didn't want.
You were sitting there and you were very unsure.
Ryan, I was fucking. You know why I was fucking nervous?
Why were you nervous? Yeah, because you're fake. Because you're not actually the cop.
Yo, dude, why are you even shooting him?
I think Guy is Mafia.
I wanted to.
Joey, get off it, dude.
I wanted to Captain.
I voted on Captain. There is
Who's the one Mafia amongst us?
I'm not killing somebody who's virtually guaranteed town today. There's no chance I'm doing it.
Cops, I want to talk to the cop right now. I agree. You're 100% the cop. Like, I agree with you. You're 100% the cop. So,
and also hashtag Ryan game. Like,
I want to who is the least county among us 6? And it's
six.
Myself, you, Unctious.
DLGN.
Yo, it's Unctious. What happened to your Unctious read, Joey?
Not checked. There's one Mafia.
I'm just town.
What happened to your Unctious read, Joey?
No, Trump.
Why did
you Unctious are the most suspicious?
Well, they are the same person.
Oh yeah, he said some towny things at the end of the day. I voted on Captain. So
yeah,
so what happens if you're with Ryuzilla?
And then what?
What? Ryuzilla's with Captain.
What happens if you're with Alesh?
Alesh is the real cop.
Oh. Well,
Joey, look at your logic and look at the Ryuzilla vote. Basically, everybody who's not within those people, like within those 6, almost everybody voted on.
That's what I wanted to hear about.
Ryan, by the way, you said that
can we do this really quick?
Okay, hold on. I want to speak up here because I want to make sure I'm not crazy. Am I the only one who thinks Ryan is actually the real cop here?
Thank you. For God's sake.
I think that Ryan's the real cop for the.
It should be very obvious.
All right, great.
Alesh does nothing at the end of day 1 except for like hold a formal hostage, second something, and then he's super nervous when he comes out today. It should be like super apparent.
You didn't let me speak. I had my
You were speaking and you were you were obviously nervous.
Very suspicious.
I don't think Ryan's the real cop.
Look
wow.
It's just reaction testing.
Dude,
no, look at these.
But it makes sense that Ryan would be the real cop. There's two main reasons. I don't know how.
This is what I'm gonna do. Quick exercise. Just the 6 people that are not checked, so and are not cop. So me, Benny, Trump, Guy, Unctious, Phil. Okay, did you vote on DLGN?
Yes.
If you voted on DLGN, raise your hand, because that's how it makes it obvious.
Pretty sure I did.
Okay, if we voted, did you vote on Captain?
Yes.
No. Okay, did you vote on Hoya? Get fucked.
I don't think so.
Did we formal anyone else?
We voted Ryuzilla.
Yeah, we voted Ryuzilla.
Ryan.
Yeah, I don't think I voted on Ryan yesterday.
Anyways, I think we do have 2 more.
I'm going to explain to you with a perfect logic why Ryuzilla and Captain are Mafia. So if you look at Ryuzilla and Captain vote, those 2 overlap exactly, with the exception of Alesh, who did not vote on Captain. Ryuzilla and Captain voted the same throughout the entire day. So if Alesh was Mafia, he has every reason to vote on Captain.
I follow Captain.
So absolutely
second Captain.
Okay,
well,
Captain, I have a different check on you. This is my formal. I formal you. I have a different check on you. Get fucked, this guy, and don't ever fucking kill Flying Wee and Banks when I didn't want to play with him.
You really wanted to play with him.
Okay, so I have a few things to go over. First of all, Alesh is not the real cop. First of all,
oh shit! Can we rescind?
Oh yeah, let's rescind.
It's too late.
Alright, it's too late.
So the end of the day read I gave him in that I didn't go on him because I thought he was a role. Like if I was Mafia, I would have not said that, killed him in the night. That's pretty easy. So what I've been doing today is trying to figure out between DLGN and Hoya. I still think I was right day 1 that DLGN is the Mafia, not Hoya. But I do think it's weird that I don't think Hoya has said a single thing today, which is kind of annoying.
Do you want me to?
Yeah, sure.
Captain,
20 seconds.
Captain, no, why are you asking Hoya? Who cares? Captain, considering you're always dying here, like, what do you think the strategy should be for the cop checks? Do you think there's any like validity to them both checking the same person?
So hold on 1 second. He should not always be the one dying, dude. It's almost a guaranteed town here.
That's 2 Mafia probably, unless it's Hoya.
Like, should they both check me?
No, just let them check whoever they want.
I really don't care about this.
No, don't you want to like confirm Mafia and confirm town?
I have one confirmed Mafia already.
Like,
I have one
you can
confirmed
think of a
Mafia
strategy.
already.
I'm willing to hear it, but I doubt it.
That's why I think if they both check the same person, it's good.
I have one confirmed Mafia already in LS who I actually wanted to go on early day 1 and decided against it because of the things he said about Banks. I wouldn't kill Banks here.
So why do you think your confirmed Mafia didn't vote on you in RNG1?
I don't know. Because he's nervous? Like, that's why I want to go on him at the start of day 1. He looked nervous as fuck. And he's still never... Like, even today, he was nervous. Like,
I was nervous because I didn't want to out.
Nervous people...
Why would you not want to out a red?
Did
Why would you not out a red?
Yesterday at all?
No, all I said yesterday at the end of the day was people were talking about why I didn't go ham early in the game. I said, well, I was considering going ham on Alesh. I think I said that twice yesterday. And during my formal, I said that I didn't decide to do so because I was role reading him.
Ryan was planning on claiming cop like night 0.
You rolled me.
Absolutely not.
I don't know as cop or Mafia, but you were planning.
If I was Mafia, I would have just killed Alesh because I was reading him as a role. That's how easy it is. That's how easy it is. Like, there's not going to be a medic save on Alesh. Like,
okay, so who's the Mafia captain? Who's the Mafia?
Alesh. I still think it's probably DLGN. I think that between Benny, Phil, and Guy, who are from the 6, they all followed on him. I think on him, and I think Hoya followed on him. I think that's all town.
I think I kill Slip and Caution after they don't vote on me? No.
I think all town voted on.
You would be able to kill Alesh, Captain.
The night one kills aren't about votes. They're about roll reads. What are you talking about?
I don't know why we're spending so much
because
time.
You were scrambling for content, and you had
visible reduction of KP.
Like to say that Alesh, like you as town, you would go ham on somebody. You would push who you think is Mafia, but you didn't do that at all. So you were scrambling for content when you got formal at the end of the day, and that's why you called Alesh power roll.
Scrambling for like I spent most days, like most day once, for 10 minutes I sit like this, and then I decide what to do.
But you didn't decide what to do at all that day. Like you did nothing.
I did nothing except for go on DLGN, go on Slip, call Hoya Town, call Phil Town, talk about Guy and Anxious.
Did you formal anybody? Did you second anybody? Did you try to bury anybody during their formal?
I didn't formal anyone. I did talk to people during the formal. And I was really badgering Slip about why the fuck he didn't try to bury Hoya when he was so convinced he was Mafia. Like I've been playing a fairy town game. The only mistake I made was not going on Alesh because I thought he was a role instead of Mafia. That's the only thing I've done.
Captain is 99% guaranteed town.
Why didn't you try to kill Slip at the end of the day if you were so certain that he was Mafia? Because that's your town play, is to try to kill people.
Ryan, can you check me?
You have no idea what my town play is, Benny. You have absolutely no idea.
Ryan, check me.
No, check me.
Ryan, check me.
I think I'm gonna check Alesh.
I really want you to check me.
Alesh, you check Joey, and Ryan check me.
No, that's
Shut up. So in order to win this game, you need to not vote on me. I think if we lynch DLGN, we still reduce KP.
You don't.
Captain is a town.
Which helps you. And then we lynch Alesh. And then we need one more.
Push.
Easy as that.
Check me.
10 seconds.
I'm down. I'm 100% down. Like, if I was Mafia, Alesh would have died night 1. That's how easy it is. I cannot make it easier for you guys than that.
With 11 alive, only take 6 to kill. If you wish to vote on Captain, raise your hand to the camera and keep it there. In 3, 2, 1, vote. That is enough. Captain, you're lynched. Wow.
Hello, nighttime folks. And Europeans.
Nice hood, Caution.
Nice what?
I said nice hood.
Thanks. Nice hood, animal.
I like your style. I like the way you roll.
Because I got out of the shower, my hair decided to dry like crazy.
yeah. I know how that goes.
So we go with a hood.
How's that go?
Yeah, Slip, do you know what that's like? Hey,
Oh, I get it.
He
I was
does,
just being
beer.
uncalled for, Banks.
I know.
It goes like.
That's how I am though. So did you guys get the memo that winter's over? Like it's not even cold here.
Still pretty cold here.
I don't know. Rob Stark would beg to differ.
So do any of you drink wine? Out of curiosity.
Yeah, but only white. I don't like red.
Racist.
Pretty much. I am racist
like
against
a
red
bunch of wine because I don't know. We end up getting a lot of wine free, and I feel like I should start drinking wine just because we have so much of it, but I can't decide. I don't know.
I think it's like out of the alcohol you can drink, I think that wine is like the best to drink with food.
Well, yeah, that's guaranteed.
So
100%.
if you're gonna drink wine with food, if you're gonna be eating something and drinking, I think wine is the best. But I think there's other alcohol that I would rather drink over wine normally.
With food or without food?
What do you mean? Oh, without food. Without food. Like if I was just drinking just to drink, I wouldn't be drinking wine.
I think like paint a picture in your head. So it's like either autumn or like the end of summer, like going into autumn. You're in like you've got some friends and you've got like a wood burning stove outside and like the lights dimming.
I don't know.
And you're just drinking casually. You're not drinking to get drunk. You drink wine on those sort of nights. I think like.
I don't know if I follow you.
Kind of like if you're casually drinking and it's kind of like outside, you don't want to be like drinking like knocking back like shots and like drinking beer. Like if you're just gonna be outside for like 4 or 5 hours.
I disagree. Drinking beer outside is amazing. Have you ever
I
been
don't
to
know.
like a barbecue or a camp out or something? It's like that's legally what you have to do, I think.
We have a ton of beer too, but I just can't drink beer. I don't know. I can do like hard liquor.
Oh my goodness.
No. I can do I can do hard liquor, but I just don't like beer.
I don't know. I think beer can be very good. It's also very like smooth to drink and refreshing, I believe.
I don't know.
I mean,
like,
of course, all of
the
this
fact that you,
all
like-
of this makes sure that you are over 21 in America and over whatever drinking age is other countries.
The fact that you have to drink beer like ice cold tells you that the beer does not taste good.
Yep.
What are you talking about?
I feel so bad right now because I ran out of beer, so I had to start drinking these fucking Coors Lights. But that's exactly what they are. They're like they got like the cold meter on them. It's like, why do you need to market your beer like that?
Because when you drink it warm, it tastes like shit. Because you have to drink it cold so that it numbs your taste buds.
Okay, so like, do you drink milk warm? I think milk is good. I don't drink it warm ever. I think water
think
in
warm
general
milk's
tastes
okay.
better.
Room
milk's
temperature
okay,
beer
that's-
is probably the worst thing to drink.
Oh my god.
Room temperature beer, like.
Yeah, I would say that room temperature beer is not very good, but that doesn't mean that it's like a bad drink in general. Like you wouldn't drink hot orange juice or like hot other
Well,
things.
no, but room temperature orange juice is not like I'd probably prefer cold, but I could still drink it fine.
But look at like hard liquor. Like there's a lot of hard liquors you just drink straight, right? It doesn't even have to be cold.
Well, hard liquors I think is different though. I don't know.
I know,
but
but
don't
that's
you
what I'm
like
saying.
always you like freeze hard liquor? Like you put that shit in your fridge.
I mean,
No,
I wish
I
Kiwi,
drink whiskey
Kiwi
dry.
needs to be here to be in this discussion for real.
I honestly think Kiwi is probably the resident expert. I saw him in chat a bit ago. I thought maybe I'm
He
maybe
was
I'm
in chat
wrong.
earlier.
Yeah,
I saw him at the start of the game.
I'm pretty sure he's probably done too much studying on the subject tonight to really give a valid answer.
Science.
But you know, he might know.
Dead be dead, alive be alive.
I'll see you tomorrow.
I'll be back with a glass of wine.
All right, that's the correct amount. Today will be, let's do a 17-minute day. During the night, guy you die. Day begins.
Checks.
Joey's
Go ahead.
green.
Joey's green. Okay, Ryan,
I have Trump the same as DLGN.
you fucking piece of shit. I told you to check me.
I'm not gonna just do what you say.
Why would you check Joey? You check
Yeah,
Phil
well,
every
what do
time.
you think about Trump's alignment? What does Trump's alignment tell you? Nothing?
Trump is the person who I thought would be my biggest enemy.
Well, similarly, Alessia's check on you doesn't tell us anything either.
You don't know your other checks.
Joey, Alessia's check on you doesn't tell us anything.
Joey,
either,
if I had a check on you, I wouldn't know either.
It does. It does.
No, because the world that we're seeing is the world where Joey and Alessia are together.
No, I believe when I die, Joey can carry the town as like if he's confirmed.
Did you vote on DLGN day one?
You're not understanding the world that we're
didn't vote on DLGN. What information do you have, Ryan?
Excuse me, you and Joey together.
So let me explain that this is Milo now. We just killed Captain, who is a town. There is 3 Mafia left. I am 99% sure of it.
No. So you think Hoya's Mafia, right?
Not necessarily.
Not voting on Captain, who is town according to him.
Hey, here's an idea. How about we sleep? Wouldn't that be fun?
No, that's bad. That's
Classic,
bad.
buddy.
Can't sleep here. That's game over. Oh, that's just not.
No, it's
That was
not.
bad. It's too difficult to find the last Mafia that outside the cop checks.
No, because Alesh can check Phil, and then Ryu can check Phil, and then we'll know that Phil's Mafia.
I'm not Mafia.
That's not gonna tell you anything.
There's a problem.
I'll tell you I'm not Mafia.
And that is the Mafia killed.
Like I have town. I have town, which is DLGN, Joey, Benny, me.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do have town.
Probably town.
Also, Trump is probably town because he voted on both Ryu and Captain day one.
Yeah.
He didn't vote on DLGN.
And also Trump wanted to really kill Ryan, which I think he's probably town.
Right, boss? I voted on
between Anxious or Phil.
Benny, look at how nervous you are still, dude.
Who is the Mafia?
I wouldn't.
Why?
You know that you've killed a Mafia.
I'm not nervous at all.
You can't believe Ryan never because like I'm a different.
Why can't I believe Ryan never?
Because Ryan's trying to put him. Wait. There's a difference.
Okay, so Trump and DLGN are the same alignment, and Hoya is different from both of you.
From Hoya.
Ryan, what are your checks again?
But I think Hoya's down.
9-0.
Hoya, DLGN, Trump. And your checks in order. Say them.
Me,
yeah,
Banks, Captain, and Joey.
And you conveniently only have one person alive.
Well, sorry that they killed Banks.
Oh my God,
One of them.
Ryan, like, come on, man.
What are you talking about?
Wow. You're really grasping at straws here, Ryzilla.
Having one person.
I mean, sorry.
I know he's Mafia.
Sorry, I killed my mom.
I had a game where my first 3 checks died. Like I've had a 0 in life.
So Ryan, if you're Dino and DLGN's Mafia, you know all the Mafia.
Ryzilla, do you think he red checked his own partner?
Benny cannot be with DLGN. That's good.
He didn't have to red check his own partner.
Wait, Ryzilla,
if Captain is town. If Captain is town, it doesn't mean anything to Alesh if we kill Captain, and it's fine.
I want Ryu to answer the question. Ryu, do you think he red checked his own partner in Captain?
Do I think Alesh? No, absolutely not. Which is why I'm saying that there is 99% sure 3 Mafia alive right now.
So from Captain's perspective, Alesh is 100% Mafia, which means that you are the real cop. Why was Captain pushing on you?
Captain was not pushing on me.
He was.
No, he was not. Are you kidding? Captain didn't vote on me. Captain talked about how much he thought I was town in his defense. Are you kidding? Benny, you're remembering this wrong.
Okay, I'm going to explain to you.
He wasn't push on me. Look at the votes, dude. He did not vote. He didn't push, and he defended me in his formal. You're saying everything that's blatantly false, and you're about to lose the game for town, Benny.
No, all right, I'm going to explain it to you very calmly, and then you can rebut me after my explanation.
Okay.
Very clearly, at the beginning of the day, I said to Captain, in your world, Alesh is 100% Mafia, so Ryuzilla is the real cop. Why would you be going on Ryuzilla? And his response was, I can think that Ryuzilla is the real cop, and his strategy is bad. If you don't remember this, it's very odd to me that you wouldn't remember this interaction.
Do you think that him disagreeing with my strategy has anything to do with what he thinks about my alignment? It's very clear what Captain thought.
All right, so I think the most telling interaction of this whole game is Alesh and his accusation of Captain. He freaked out and was like, I think Captain is role hunting on day 1. And it turns out that he happens to claim cop, and I tend to believe him day 2. I think like he legitimately was afraid Captain was doing that. I tried to tell him, no, Captain does that as town. Apparently not this game. I don't.
So
think.
Benny can only
Correct. Captain was doing that as town because Captain was almost
I don't think
guaranteed
so.
town.
I don't think so because he was very wrong on me. He should know better.
Ryan, are you fucking me?
I just don't think so.
He's fucking you hard, or you're with him. Like,
No, Ryan.
So, okay, I'm gonna start chiming in because I haven't talked for 30 minutes.
For me, it's pretty easy. Like,
Yeah,
we have
for me it's pretty easy
Joey,
too.
DLG, and Benny.
It's Milo, and you're about to lose the game.
Town is like 95% town as well.
Why do you think DLG is town?
And then we have Anxious or Phil.
He's
So,
right at the very least.
Oh yeah, please come in and give some like actual shit that makes sense.
Hoya was voting on Captain.
Let Hoya talk. Hoya, what do you have?
So wouldn't that make Hoya town?
By the way,
He's town.
also speak to the
I
point
voted on
of
Captain
why
too.
you didn't vote yesterday.
Me?
Yes, you did not vote.
Yeah, I didn't vote yesterday because A, it doesn't matter because I'm the one who formaled him in the last formal of the day on day one, so you can't possibly think I wasn't trying to kill him at some point. So if he does turn out to be Mafia, it doesn't make me Mafia for not voting on him anyway. Because I tried to kill him on the first day and no one helped me. Like, he had 6 votes. It was pretty obvious that if he was
So
Mafia.
finally, everyone's like, it's a mechanical vote now, and you're just like, no, I'm not.
Well, when he was talking, I realized that I thought he was town. Not because of anything Ryan said, but because he started doing the thing he does with his intonation where he's like,
Wait, you're the most mechanical person on the entire planet. That's a mechanical kill.
I don't care. No, actually, it's not, right? Because
It is a mechanical kill. It's
It's not a mechanical kill because now we're in Milo. It was an awful kill.
I believe Ryan, and I think it was a mechanical kill, and I still.
Well, you're actually wrong about the mechanical kill being a mechanical kill. Because you can always not lynch him and then lynch
The
DLG
mechanical
and
kill
have
has
the
put us
exact
in
same
Milo
result.
for today.
Yo, Ryan, who are the 3 Mafia?
Can I give
I want to talk to Joey. I want to talk to Unctious, and I want to talk to Phil.
I want to talk for more than 20 seconds without being interrupted since I haven't talked for 30 minutes.
Okay, before you go, and then I have something very important to say.
Okay. My hardest time with this whole thing has been that Ryan counter-claimed and wasn't the person who was implicated by Alesh's claim, while Alesh claimed under pressure. This gives me hesitation about whether or not Alesh is really the real cop. It scares me because the reality is, yes, you did.
You
and
did.
I'm talking.
You were.
Yes, you did. But more importantly, Ryan doesn't need to be the one who makes the claim there. He doesn't. He doesn't. He's not under pressure.
Unless
He's
I'm
not
actually the
implicated
cop.
by claim. He's waiting for it. Vinny claims. Ryan doesn't care. Ryan finally claims after waiting to see what happens with the claims. Like, I'm not convinced that Ryan is not the real cop. Okay.
The only reason I held on to it is because Benny also claimed.
More importantly, Alesh comes out with the claim on Captain, which is the claim who's the guy we're going to lynch, like, anyway, no matter what, right? So it's not like his claim really means anything except it definitely locks that Captain gets lynched. So if Captain's a mislynch, it's a great way to get to today. By the way, the other thing that we're hearing about Alesh about today is that Alesh was talking about, like, well, when I die, you're never going to die. Either
I know I'm gonna die.
The whole point of one of your plays is to not die.
If we lynch Ryan, then he dies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only if we're right. If we lynch Ryan,
I want to say something.
actually,
if you lynch me, we lose the game.
No.
Wait, if we lynch Ryan and we're wrong, the game is over.
Exactly.
Thanks. Make sure that we follow the plan completely.
There's no plan because Ryan doesn't have a fucking check.
Where Alesh is the cop. So I'm just going to claim medic here. I am going to save Alesh tonight. And Alesh, I want you to check Unctious, who I'm almost certain is the 3rd Mafia.
Okay, so this is great. I was going to ask for another role. I was going to ask a meta claim anyway. But here's what's going to happen. So in both worlds, they only have 1 Mafia left, no matter what. So we go to sleep today, and this check is going to be.
They have 1 Mafia left.
In Alesh's world, we've killed Captain, who's Mafia. Ryuzel's second Mafia, so there's 1 Mafia left. In Ryuzel's world, he has 3 people who are alive. So
now Ryuzel knows.
So hold on. This could be Trump going for. Hold on, this could be Trump going for lethal. So if the check, okay, so what I have is Mancini is different from DLGN and Trump.
Your claim is impossible.
Therefore, hold on. Therefore,
no, because Ryan can be.
Therefore, it's if Hoya is town, Alesh is exactly with DLGN and Trump.
Here.
Therefore, this claim.
You sleep every time. That's like that. That's the last thing I was
going to say. 100% sure. I'm pretty sure
it can't
Trump
be wrong.
I'm pretty sure Trump is town. Trump, what do you think about sleeping here? You think it's good?
Joey, it can't be wrong.
The problem with sleeping is
there isn't one. We're just removing.
There's a small problem. No, there's a small.
There is a small.
Lynch.
There is a small problem with sleeping.
We do.
No, there's not. No, there's not. He might get a save first of all.
No, because we lose a lynch. We lose a lynch.
Yeah, we lose a lynch.
Dude, it doesn't matter.
It matters a little bit.
No, we're already at my.
triple Milo. We're going into triple
We're
Milo.
not necessarily at Milo if Captain was a hit. So this is why sleeping. This is why sleeping is a good play. So Trump, you should not save Alesh because if Alesh dies, then
don't save either of the cops.
He shouldn't even talk about who he's saving.
So then if Ryan's the real cop, we're in a world where we have to kill 3 Mafia in a row.
If Ryan's a real cop, Trump is outed, DLGN's outed, and the game ends after that. And we're gonna know.
I think he has to kill Alesh here if we sleep, because otherwise he's gonna talk himself into a corner. Because from his perspective, he already has 2 Mafia, so there's only 1 Mafia left between the remaining players. From Alesh's perspective, it's the same thing. There's only 1 Mafia left. So both of them are going to have to come up with a check tomorrow.
I mean, for me, all that just happened is Trump has polarized the game a little bit into a situation where there's...
Yeah, it's very good.
Right, like if Trump is not town, then that team could very well win if we lynch outside of the team.
I know he's not.
Maybe I was right on Anxious day 1.
Okay, wait. By the way, I want to say something.
Ryan, different checks.
Don't you think when Ryan is Mafia, I ping out Captain, I want to kill him. Isn't he under pressure to actually go and like fake claim? Because he loses KP.
I kind of feel like DLGN's the Mafia with Ryan.
I don't think he just outs himself to save KP.
Ryan and Captain both voted on DLGN.
You might think he did.
Okay, well then I'm wrong about his motivations. I mean, and I've seen Ryan do weird shit that I would never do. It's like the one thing he does that I don't relate to about how he plays. But
I don't know. This is tough.
I'm having a hard time with why he did it.
If you didn't get it, he just did it.
Sorry, what can the worlds be? What do you think the best check is then, Benny?
Ryzilla, as of right now, who are your 3 Mafia?
It doesn't matter. The checks don't matter because you're never going to resolve.
Who are your 3 Mafia?
So the teams are either Alesh, DLGN, and Trump exactly, or Alesh, Hoya, and one of Joey, Phil, Benny, Unctious.
Joey, Phil, Benny, Unctious.
Here's the thing to realize. If Ryan were actually the cop, he would have been so much louder yesterday's lynch on not lynching Captain.
I was extremely loud. I feel like my microphone is like quiet or something because I feel like I said several times that we are lynching probably a guaranteed town.
I was thinking of claiming
I know you said it, but if you were actually the
Trump,
cop,
do you think that me freaking out has bought me votes or has bought me any kind of credibility in past games?
All this, Ryan. But let's just think about Captain here for a second. He would be furious if he was actually town. After not playing on the first game, and he was just like, I had my reads, but I didn't really.
DLGN, I hear what you're saying, and I have the knowledge that Alesh is not real.
Ryan, once again, I would implore you to check me.
Ryzilla, from your world, which one do you believe is the world? Like which world are you leaning towards for Mafia?
Mancini feels the most town out of everybody that I've checked so far.
Do you think the team is Alesh, Trump, and DLGN?
I'm trying to figure out a world where I don't have perfect information.
Ryan,
I just know that you're
listen,
different.
Ryan, you're in a really good spot because if you check one.
No, I'm not. There's 3 Mafia alive, and we're in Milo. How is this a great spot?
No, in terms of check,
we're gonna sleep.
If you check one more person and you get a save check, Ryan.
Wait, no, we're not going to sleep.
Yes, we are going to sleep. We're not going to lose today by mislynching somebody in a game.
I demand Ryan checks me.
No,
I demand Ryan checks me.
Whatever, but
I demand Ryan checks me.
That actually might work out.
I demand
anybody is terrible.
No, like I think he should 100% check me.
That's fine. I don't care who checks.
Because I can confirm me as town.
Fine.
I want to say how.
Joey, stop talking. Ryzo, why do you feel that Trump and DLGN are more Mafia than Mancini?
Because Mancini's been making a lot of sense this game, and Trump just claimed medic, which gives them the win if it's not true.
That's an interesting game, at least.
So what if we go to sleep? Then
yes.
Sleep is the only hedge that I will support, but like, or we could just kill Alesh, the fake cop who's been sitting back and chilling and watching this shit show.
The very curious thing, the reason I asked Ryzilla that question was because Trump and DLGN both voted on Ryzilla and Mancini did not. But Ryzilla did not bring up that logic with why he thought that those two were more Mafia than Mancini. I feel like Ryzilla as town would care more about who's voting on him. And he would know those votes. Ryzilla, who voted on you?
I do know the votes. I do know that Mancini didn't vote on me. I know that he didn't vote on Captain. I know that he did vote on DLGN.
I did vote on Captain.
Oh,
if you're a cop, you should check me.
I heard you yesterday, Joey.
I think hedging
but now
is a really bad idea.
So you should definitely check me.
You don't know one of your checks votes?
All right. Anyways, let's just sleep. I'm sick of you guys talking about the game you don't get. I formal sleep.
You don't get it either. You don't get it either.
No, that's terrible.
I do.
Okay, no. The thing is, like, if we sleep here, we.
Wait. I have logic.
Let me talk. If we sleep here,
Unless if we sleep, they always kill one person.
Wait. Since I know Trump is medic, Benny is down, Joey is down, DLG is down, and I have 3 lunches. We don't need 4 lunches. I'm okay with.
First of all, you don't know that, but second,
Riser, what do you think about me? What do you think about me?
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty certain.
Benny, you could absolutely be Mafia.
Okay, fine. Regardless of what you think about, so if I'm Mafia, then I'm Mafia with Mancini, right?
Correct.
So it's either me if I am Mafia. Okay.
Benny, do you think if I had this game solved that I wouldn't be
no,
shouting
okay,
it from the
I
rooftop?
don't care what you think about me. I was just wondering if you were going to say town. So from your perspective, look at the captain votes. So Caution is confirmed town. He voted on captain. Guy is confirmed town. He voted on captain. So from your world, it's either. I know I'm town. I voted on captain. So it's either Trump and Alesh and DLG.
Or it's people who are making, or it's Mafia who are making mechanical plays. The vote logic doesn't hold up in mechanical plays, Benny.
Please check me.
You would on day 1 on the captain? Anxious?
I'm sorry. I couldn't hear you.
Sleeping is always right because they were.
I
did not vote on captain.
We have a bigger chance of missing captain.
No, we have a 100% Mafia and Ryan. Like,
no, we can't.
What are you talking about?
No, we do not, Trump.
We're sleeping. I formal sleep.
I formal Alesh.
I formal sleep. I second sleep. Everyone should be fucking
There's a
voting on
formal
sleep.
on sleep. If you wish to vote on sleep, raise your hand to camera in 3.
Okay, if you vote for no, I want to defend
1.
sleep. I demand
Crucial's vote.
I defend sleep. No, what are you
Go
doing?
to sleep. Fuck you. Sleep got raped.
I know there's no OGI in these guys, but I think Sleep is pretty down there.
I think that was pretty funny. Do you guys remember that game on DM where the guy got lynched and he was down and he was like, "Fuck, I played that so bad."
Yeah.
He just like screamed it after he got lynched and he was down.
No, he was still alive. He was still alive in the game, and in the middle of the night phase, like 30 seconds into the night phase, he just goes, "I played that like shit," and we're all like, "What is that even? Like, what alignment does that make him?"
There was the one guy who Rick fake red checked on day 1. He was his first game.
Yeah.
And he goes, "I know you're Mafia. The mod told me." And the guy was town, and he goes, "All right, man, I understand it."
Yeah, I remember that game.
It's just business. Was his line.
He's like that really sucks, man. That really sucks.
The way that it worked out, it looked like he was Mafia for the whole game, and then after the game, it turned out he was town. My mind was blown because like that reaction was just so, it's just business, man. I understand. I was like, this guy's always Mafia, right?
Yeah, you're like, all right, well, he just conceded.
The funny thing is, everyone's like, I just picture everyone's willing to go to sleep, but like, so the mod just like Daniel just walks behind Trump with some chloroform and like, no, he goes.
We're going to sleep, big boy. We're going to sleep.
I imagine the Trump's bear gets up and does it for Dan. That's who really does it.
That'd be creepy.
Oh man,
that was great. I love.
Why are you doing?
You guys remember that game where like Joey wrote like an essay the next day on why sleep was the better play?
Yeah, the one where he
apparently wasn't the better play because we won that day.
Hey, it was
incorrect.
The better play,
it was the better play.
It was the better play.
Me and Joey were all about that, and that was true.
I think just lynching outside of Daniel and the cop was just the better play.
No, sleeping was the most positive EV play, like 100%. 100%. If you're in that situation 1,000 times.
Where I disagree is like the claim is that sleeping has the highest probability of the cop living, and I disagree. Like lynching someone else.
No, sleeping has the highest possibility of giving town more confirmed information.
And again, we were talking about the game previous to this. This is
not this game. Not this game. A different game where there was a discussion on whether sleep would have been good or not.
In that game, sleep is very results oriented, and we ended up lynching Mafia and winning the game. But like, had any other scenario been true, even in that scenario, it was not bad to sleep.
There was a situation where if you don't sleep, Town 100% guarantees that they will never receive any more confirmed information. But if you do sleep, there is a chance to receive more 100% confirmed information.
Lynching and
sleeping is the better play.
Same value of sleep.
No, it isn't, because you lose a lynch if you miss lynch.
No, if you lynch someone, you don't lose a lynch.
No, in that, you didn't lose a lynch by sleeping. You gained.
Unless they killed. They could. There was the world where they could.
You had the same number of lynches. You had the same number of lynches by sleeping, so you didn't lose any lynches, but you had the possibility to gain more information.
I disagreed in the game because there is a world where they killed 2 people that night.
But it was like 30%
we lost
of the
a lynch by
time.
that.
The 30% of the time, though, we like outright won the game by sleeping. We probably win without sleeping, and there's like a 10% chance of what you said happens. So like I'm gonna take that 30% win all the time, the neutral 70%. And
Like I said, if you're in that exact same situation 1,000 times, the most positive EV play is to sleep there.
Correct. I think anybody who plays poker knows that's
Just lynching the
thing.
mafia.
Like, just do it.
Lynching the mafia is always the correct play.
Yes.
It's
exactly.
Yeah, unfortunately, you don't like typically have 100% confirmed information as to who's mafia. So like that's why the sleeping is better.
If
But
we knew,
whatever. It's all right. There's no reasoning with this man. All right, this man is completely unreasonable.
This is cold, by the way. It's cold.
I've been like,
Good that way.
I know, given it, this is EM, right? So EM is like not as comparable to real Mafia, but so I find that in
I
situations
think it's a lot more mechanical.
where you have 1 clear and 3 unconfirmed, right? And then versus a final 3 of unconfirmed, I think the 3 unconfirmed final 3 is better for Town than having 1 clear who's hammering. Because I think when you're in a situation where you're clear and you're trying to hammer down onto people, it's just you don't get as much information from the game.
Because essentially, in that scenario, as a mafia, you only have to convince the clear that you're Town. But as a mafia in the other situation, you have to convince at least one of the other guys that you're Town, or convince somebody that somebody else is mafia. So like as mafia, it's much harder to win a final 3 of unconfirmed than a final 3 with a clear, and a clear can complicate things if they have bias, obviously.
Yeah.
And as Town,
I
it's
have a hard time when I go into final 3s where like I've been super fucking Town all game and I'm still alive. And somebody's calling me mafia for dumb reasons. I'm just
I'm just showing random bits of food on stream, by the way. Just ignore me.
Yeah.
Dude, same.
I lose a lot of final 3s this Town. Like pretty often. I lost that one the other day to Young Guns because I roll swapped with the Bears.
I slaughtered somebody
After
the other
shooting
day.
the Mafia cop at night, mind you.
Yeah.
Oh,
That game was really funny. I was watching that on stream.
Yeah, that was a pretty fun game. That started off the Me and the Bears Roll Swap Festival, which might have ended poorly the next game as well. When he
Yeah.
I wrecked Robin in final 3. He tried to pocket me the whole game, and I just.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. That was where. Yeah.
So like all we know is that when Banks and the Bears try and roll swap, it's bad for Town.
Yes.
No matter who's involved.
They did that shit to start a game of Resistance. I'm like, okay, confirmed 1 Mafia between Banks and Bears.
I can't believe the Bears tried to claim cop that game the other day.
Yeah,
Banks
me
Mafia.
neither. I was on his team too.
When was that?
Gonna
I
wake.
I remember that.
Gonna wake everyone
I
up
think he just got
now.
wrecked.
Yeah.
No, I defend Night Phase. No.
What are you doing?
9. Is the correct amount. During the night, Trump, you die.
We got him, boys.
Okay,
One.
Ryan is
Anxious
Mafia. That
I'm just
lost
gonna say
it.
this. Anxious is last Mafia. I have Joey, Anxious, different.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So this is why I've been waiting. We now have a solution. I'm gonna go ham up in this motherfucker. We're gonna win. Ryan is lock-outed. His world is impossible. There's no way you're lynching me over Ryan after that. Alesh is the cop. We just won the game. That's it.
Yeah.
Because Trump just got killed at night, and you said I'm different than him, and that's not possible.
He said I'm down. He said I'm down. Walk clear.
And doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're killing Ryan. I'm tempted to just formal him right now and end it. It's a joke.
Wow, this is gonna be.
No, Ryan. I'll stop you right here, Ryan. Ryan,
Your world.
Kill
Your
me
world.
who you want to kill. I'm okay with killing whoever. Because
he obviously wants to kill Hoya.
You are Mafia and Anxious is Mafia.
No,
I know who's Mafia.
I know Hoya is Mafia.
Just down.
I don't give a fuck. You can lynch me. No.
Alash, it's never happening. We're just gonna lynch Ryan.
It's either Captain Ryan,
You
Anxious.
want
I'm
to
okay with killing me. I'm okay with killing me.
you want to start my formal on him?
What?
Wait. This game is.
As
Here's
Ryan's
what we do. No. Stop. I have this game solved. What we do is we lynch Alash here. No. Tell you what. Because the game won't end. Because the game won't end, and then Ryuzilla has to die in the night. If he doesn't die in the night, we know the final two are exactly Ryuzilla and Unctious.
What?
Why?
Alesh's world, Captain is already dead. So we lynch Alesh here. So there's no reason for them not to kill Ryuzilla in the night after we kill Alesh.
I
And then
refuse to trust any village ever again.
You're trying to meta, right?
Mechanical shit. I'm going to, while I'm alive, make absolutely sure that we just lynch the outed Mafia. That's all
I'm excited to go head to head with
I'm
Hoya
not
and
doing
Alesh.
anything more complicated than that. I do
Well,
not.
I will tell you something.
At least somebody is stepping up.
Hoya, in the world where you are town, we already know both Mafia 100%.
And we're gonna lynch them
100% in Ryuzilla
Benny,
and Unctious.
and Benny, you need to understand that the world that doesn't work is if Mafia just decides to leave me alive and then coasts to victory.
No, Ryan.
Oh yeah.
No, I'll tell you why that won't work. Because you're gonna have another check, and then you're going to have to corner yourself with that last check.
Okay, Benny, I'm completely comfortable with my checks thus far because
myself and DLGN, right? Me and DLGN are confirmed.
Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
There is no world in which they would leave Ryuzilla alive. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna lynch Alesh, and then tomorrow we're going to lynch Unctious. And then
I'm not muted anymore.
Ryuzilla essentially talks himself into a corner.
That doesn't make any sense.
What are you talking about?
Benny, what you're saying, your logic has made zero sense all game.
No, it makes perfect sense. So we've already killed Captain.
So hold on, Joey, why did I need to check you so bad? What?
No, because it basically confirms.
Benny, Alesh is real.
Was it an ego thing? You're the same as Benny, Unctious, and Phil.
I agree with you, Hoya, but
I thought you were gonna claim Digi or something cool.
This guarantees the game. So here's what we do. We've already killed Captain, which is one Mafia in Alesh's world. We killed Alesh, which is one Mafia in Ryuzilla's world. Tomorrow we will kill Unctious.
Or we can kill Mancini.
I'm confirmed town. I'm leading.
Thank you.
Listen, this is what we can do. So first off, we can give. So obviously there's 2 Mafia alive in Alesh's world and 3 in Ryan's world, right? So shut up, Benny. I don't want to fucking hear it from you. Okay. So what we can still do is give Ryan another chance to find his last Mafia.
We can give Alesh another chance too.
Okay, yeah, but you're yelling it at like a fucking pitch that like dogs can't even hear. So.
Why do you guys insist on not just winning the game? I have no confidence.
It's not that
Mancini, because you're Mafia. Because you're Mafia.
Also, the votes on you day 1 were just me and Slip. So that's
because I'm town. It was obvious to everybody. No one in this
people is fine with us killing him right now because he already solved the game. So we've killed Captain, then we're gonna kill Lesh, then we're going to kill Unctious, and then Ryuzilla will be alive with who he deems one confirmed Mafia and one confirmed town in Joey. So he'll have to check and confirmed town in DLGN also. So he'll have to check either myself or Phil. So he knows the exact Mafia team at that point.
I thought I was already confirmed town.
Why don't we just?
Me and you are confirmed town, DLGN.
Why don't we just end the miserable game?
He knows that he's wrong.
The game is only miserable because you're Mafia. There's 3 of you still.
The game is solved, and now we're gonna yell about it for 2
days. The game is very close to being solved. You're right. I second Alesh.
Okay,
Benny, if your deduction here is somehow wrong,
it's correct.
I will.
I agree with that. Yeah. I even should. No.
Joey, I understand. It should be correct.
Yeah, it's from your POV.
Everyone's bad.
I'm going to take my time for my accusation to explain to you why this is the best play. In Ryuzilla's world, he knows.
No, Benny, I'm gonna explain it to them. I know it.
We understand. The problem is not the logic. Everyone fucks everything up in every single game forever.
Hoya, did you vote on Captain day 1?
Yes, I formaled him. I'm the one who formaled him at the end.
I seconded it.
Joey, listen the fuck to me. Anxious is Mafia, Ryan is Mafia.
No, I believe you. When does Hoya kill his partner?
Never. Why is that a realization now?
Well, I didn't fucking
know. It was the formal, and I'm the one who.
Welcome to the game.
No one fucking said that. Shut up. I didn't listen.
We have mechanically won the game. We can speedrun it. We're going to kill Lesh. We're going to kill Unctious. Ryuzilla will have talked himself into a corner.
That's not correct, right? I fucked up, right?
Where?
No, because they're in the wrong world. I'm in the wrong worlds. It makes sense that he formal. Wait, Ryan's calling Hoya Mafia.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, so no. What I said is wrong. Never mind.
In both worlds, in Ryan's world, it's Hoya, Alesh, plus
the wrong world.
It's Hoya, Alesh plus one. One of Benny, Unctious, Phil.
Yo, but like Joey, just think about like.
That's actually bad. No.
This game has turned into just a mechanical clusterfuck. You guys like. Because of all these damn checks, you're refusing to just like actually read people for their alignment.
Why not let just the mechanics like solve it?
DLJ, like the reality is this game is supposed to actually be solved. Like if you drew the logic game on else,
I think it is. I think that's the point. It is.
But I don't trust the people who.
Yeah, I don't trust people too.
Oh come on.
No, honestly, I don't. Did you watch last week? Last week was a worse player than this would be.
I don't know, man. Like,
okay,
it's my
formal. It's my formal, please. Thank you.
You never killed Banks.
Alesh, I'll give you all the time you want, man. I'm not gonna say a word.
Yeah. Yeah. So, okay, I'm okay actually with killing me here if you don't fuck up. Like, the thing is, like, what's going to happen? Joey's gonna die in the night. When I die. Here.
Shit.
Sorry, Joey. That's what's gonna happen. Then
Gilchan's also confirmed. He could die.
Yes, please do.
Fuck me.
Sorry, Joey. Then he kills. They kill Unctious, and Ryan is gonna say probably Phil or Benny is Mafia, right?
Yeah, he's gonna probably say Benny is Mafia.
Alesh, can you just tell me your peak last night again so I can write it down and do the math?
You kill Unctious because then it's still fine, right? 2, 4, 6.
Wait, Alesh. Alesh said he checked Unctious last night. He's confirmed.
Yeah, no. So he says. So let's say he says Benny is Mafia. So you kill Unctious.
He has to grab somebody out of our group.
No.
Over. Like
Unctious, it doesn't even make sense. Like,
no, it actually doesn't work. No, it doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
No, because tomorrow there's gonna be 6. And if people will start believe Ryan, they're fucked.
No, we won't, because we're gonna kill Unctious, and then Ryuzilla will have another chance.
If we decide to lynch you
if we kill Unctious, then the game is over.
No.
Yeah,
if we decide,
that's the idea.
The second we kill anyone,
the second we kill any
This is
of Ryan,
we all need to be very.
You can't kill me.
This
The
is
game is over.
Triple Milo.
If we actually lynch Alesh here, we cannot fucking waver on this tomorrow.
What do you, of course we're gonna labor. This proves nothing. All we're trying to do is figure out who the last Mafia is.
Exactly. Killing me actually doesn't prove anything. I thought we would have some people.
Joey,
but we don't.
In Ryuzilla's world, it has to be exactly Mancini, Alesh, and one between me and Phil.
Exactly. Yes. Right. Like that's so bad. Like I'm not gonna be there tomorrow.
Alesh's world, it has to be exactly. It has to be exactly Captain, Ryuzilla, and Unctious.
No, we can't kill me because
that's why if we lynch
Ryuzilla
or Unctious ever, the game is over.
It's Triple Milo.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. The game is
What the fuck do you mean it's not?
The town wins or towns loses every single time. Whenever we lynch Ryan, that automatically decides the game.
Explain your logic. Joey, explain your logic.
We can't kill me.
Because in Ryan's world, we cannot.
I love how last minute you now decide that you have to panic and cannot be killed.
No, I didn't because actually find out the thing because I thought we would have 7 people after the night.
Are you cool with me killing your bro Mancini instead? Are you cool with me killing him instead?
Yo, Unctious, what's going on, bro? Having a good time?
Killing me.
I feel absolutely miserable because everything that I ever thought in this game is completely fucked.
I'm not gonna be
completely fucked.
Joey,
I would suggest that you check Benny.
Joey, holy fucking shit!
I'm gonna check who I want, Joey, because me checking you did absolutely nothing.
Joey,
aside,
Joey,
like,
talking about it confirmed me as town.
Yes,
Joey,
it did nothing different than checking somebody else.
And
I'm just gonna check who I want.
You're not locked
outed, and the game is literally over. I'm going to
don't kill me because we will fuck up. Like if you will fuck up,
Timing the formals up. Push resend.
I pushed to vote.
Thank you.
I push. It's my formal. I pushed to vote.
No, I formaled him.
Then I reformal Alesh.
I second Alesh.
Oh, gross.
Another form on Alesh.
Okay, can I push to vote? Alesh, can I push to vote?
Mafia, you douche. Are you kidding?
Please.
I push to vote. Okay, we push.
You're giving your Mafia read immunity.
Why would I push? Like I'm not. I just explained it. You can't kill me because tomorrow.
Can I just say,
because you already had your 5 minutes and Benny just hijacked it and then rescinded.
If we decide to not end the game today, like whoever's confirmed town, like please look at voting logic day 1. We had so many sick votes, and the worlds are going to be absolutely defined.
The worlds are done.
Yeah, in your POV, they're done.
Alesh, I push to vote. Alesh is Mafia.
Why did you vote on Captain the second time we voted on him, and don't even say you didn't because you 100% did?
I did not late vote on Captain. Dude, I've been arguing for the mechanical kill since day fucking 1. So
and it wasn't a mechanical kill.
It was a mechanical kill. How do you?
This is completely derailed. This is completely derailed from the formal. Alesh, you're Mafia. I push to vote.
Alesh, you're Mafia, and Benny, you're bad. That's it.
I push to vote. Don't kill me.
Okay, we push.
All right, both parties have pushed to vote. You forfeit your 10 seconds. If you wish to vote on Alesh, or with 8 alive, it will take 5 to kill. If
we do not kill him, we lose.
Hand
If
to the
you
camera,
somehow,
keep it there in 3, 2,
wait, 10 seconds.
1.
10 seconds.
Vote.
Oh, you pushed.
Now when you push to vote.
Wow! Now we have to kill Mancini. I formal Mancini.
Formal Hoya.
I seconded Ryan.
Who even said Hoya? That's the dumbest shit you could possibly.
I said Hoya.
I said Hoya.
Oh, well, that's great. Well, then, I mean, the game's gonna end. Okay, allegation. Your world is impossible. Alesh is obviously the cop. By the way, he's new and cannot do this for 4 continuous days.
He's not new at all.
He's not
new to
yet.
this. He's new to this game. Regardless, he can't be doing this for 4 days. His peaks make sense. Yours don't.
Okay,
I mean,
so
my perspective,
Hoya.
I know, and so my allegation is essentially that I know, and everyone knows I'm out,
Hoya,
and I
do this for me.
know
Do this for me, Hoya. Do this for me. Replace yourself.
I will do nothing. You're going to die.
Replace yourself with Phil and explain to me how Phil is lock cleared.
You're going to die.
Okay, so I get it. You don't have a logical, coherent
I will
argument.
do nothing. You're going to die.
Okay,
There is no
all right,
logic
you're
in
right. You won't do anything. Okay,
I will
so
absolutely nothing except say die.
there are 3 Mafia. If we even sleep here, the game is over. So we had to have killed Alesh. Because we didn't kill Alesh, we must kill. So we must kill Mancini. I'm not going to take the 1 in 3 chance that we're killing Phil, Benny, or Unctious today. Maybe tomorrow. We have to kill Mancini. It's purely
Joey,
the
do you
play
want to kill
to not lose the game.
He knows. He knows.
All right, so let me explain this. All right, so we have
If
Joey.
you think Captain is Mafia, I'm literally never Mafia. Ever.
Joey
Ever.
is definitely town. DLGN is definitely town. Alesh is definitely Mafia. Mancini is definitely Mafia, and there's 3 question marks. And Phil, Benny, and Unctious.
of the
Yeah,
day.
but it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It's not. I misread the world as Hoya. It doesn't mean anything to your line.
It's impossible.
Okay,
But
Hoya,
yeah,
the
obviously,
only reason you think anything is impossible is because you've been peaked by the Mafia.
No, it's
and you
impossible
are
that I could be
Mafia.
with Captain either. Like, what?
Hoya.
You're saying that it's impossible that you can't bust? Mancini, you're the biggest buster of anyone.
I would never formal as the
What are you doing? Captain is on Ryan's team. Like, it makes sense that you formaled Captain.
Yes, I know. It means I'm town, right?
No, it doesn't mean.
It means that they're
Mancini,
separate worlds. It means that
Mancini,
you're
like,
trying-
I
you're
would
trying
really
to
expect
prove
you
that
to have
you're
better
not gonna
logic
listen
than
to
this. Okay, like.
Joey, what world are you even talking about?
Listen, it's Ryan Unctious Captain. Okay,
Yes.
so Captain's not on your team,
Yes.
so it doesn't confirm you as town.
You don't
Exactly.
think Alesh is Mafia. I know he's not.
Alesh, it's Alesh, it's Mancini, and it's one of Unctious, Benny, Phil. I don't know who the third is. We must kill. We must kill Mancini here. We are going to, if we sleep or if we do not kill Mancini, we will just flat out lose.
Hey, Rizzo, I have a quick question for you. So let's look at the captain votes from day 1. So from your world, 4 of the 6 votes are confirmed town. Where are the Mafia within that votes? 4 out of 6 are confirmed town on
Alesh, Alesh, and possibly you.
Alesh did not vote on Captain day 1.
Yes, he did.
He
Wait.
did not?
Sorry,
No,
I was
he
looking
did
at my
not.
vote. I was looking at my vote. Who voted on Captain? I have Trump guy,
did.
Benny, DLGN. Who was the other one? I missed
And
two.
Alesh could have had it was a hammer situation, yeah.
Okay,
Caution.
so
RNG 1.
Alesh.
RNG 1 hammer, right?
I could have. I didn't.
Alesh
didn't vote.
Did
Hoya vote on Captain? Yeah.
Yes, I'm the one who
Then
called him.
Hoya.
I called him Mafia like
Then
5
Hoya,
minutes into
yes.
the day when I said he wasn't making hard reads.
Like
I was
Alesh's
right,
claim,
like, Jesus Christ.
Alesh's claim, he came out like he was very
I want
nervous about the
everyone
way
to
that he
vote
was coming
except for
out.
me, so I win
He was
either
he
way.
was doing it under pressure. Mancini was probably trying to distance by at first
Ryan,
attacking
are you
Alesh's.
under pressure right now, Ryan?
Hey, Rizzo, why
I'm
don't
in
you
a
answer my
formal
question?
right now.
Where are the Mafia votes on Captain
And I was
day
doing
1
that to
RNG
to
1?
describe what you were doing, not because I was doing it naturally.
That was good though.
Answer the question. Where are the Mafia votes on Captain in RNG 1 day 1?
Tell me everybody who voted.
Can I hear the
U.S. town would have that.
No, screw that. Can you tell me votes on
I
DLGN?
have written down like I don't take
Guy,
screenshots. I
Riptown,
try to get as
Captain,
many as I
Benny,
can.
Hoya, Ryan.
Captain, Benny, Hoya, Ryan.
And Phil.
So that would be Hoya and possibly you, Benny.
So 2 Mafia. 2 out of 3 Mafia.
Joey, you have nothing to think about. Literally, you have nothing to think about.
Right. The game does not end if we kill Mancini.
I know, it's so easy for you.
I know, it is, it's solved. We're gonna lynch Ryan. You're going
It's
to
also solved for Joey.
Because that is going to
It's not
win
solved
the
for me.
It's most of the way there. He knows the correct play to do today.
Most of the way.
Yes, I do.
Right, you're right. I don't have it completely solved because there's one between Phil, Benny, and Unctious, and I don't know which one. Hence, most of the way there, we've got 2 out of the 3.
Phil and Benny, I mean, like, this is the easiest shit ever. Alash is always voting. I'm always voting.
He's
There's
sitting
no
here
way
trying
Phil-
to buy votes to win the game. If you
Yes,
do not...
I am. That's exactly right. I am using my political capital to lynch you.
Yes, you are. You are.
It's actually only like 9 a.m. for me,
That's
so I'm
literally
like,
what I'm
maybe next game. So 8 a.m. actually.
All right, if you vote to kill me, it's game over.
I'm railroading you.
All right, time the formula's up. Pushers.
Push.
10 seconds, right?
After we do not pass this on me, we need to kill Mancini and only Mancini.
If you don't fucking lynch this Mafia today, you're so bad.
It's Rally's 10 seconds. Wait. Okay, with 8 alive, it will take 5 to kill. If you wish to run Ryuzilla, get your hand to the camera and keep it there in 3, 2, 1. Vote.
How do you vote there? How could you possibly
5 is
vote?
enough. Ryu,
How could you possibly vote?
Go to sleep.
Good evening, night folk and dead people.
Good evening, Banks. Good evening, Trump.
I'm really sorry your friend Sleep got lynched. Like, that was very sad to me.
Yeah, that was.
I really actually wanted to hear your heartfelt defense of Sleep. I think that would have added something to the game. Regardless.
Oh wow, Trump is like, I'm not even listening to you anymore.
He's
Yeah.
sad. He's sad that Sleep died. He didn't want it to happen.
Trump, come back.
Yeah.
She's like, you guys are bad at the game. You lynch Sleep. Like, fuck off.
Did you lynch Sleep? He was clearly innocent.
I agree. Sleep never killed anyone. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. Dad, can you make sure that all the people in the game are muted that aren't alive?
Pretty sure that Sleep has killed people.
Probably, but more like sleep asphyxiation or something would be closer to the point. I want you guys to know that last, a couple seasons ago, in Hearthstone, Alesh got legend because of a deck list that I gave him, which is.
Thanks, please.
Don't unmute. Don't unmute.
You're in the game, bitch. You can't talk back. It's 100% true. He'll confirm it after the game. He'd do it now, but he's in the game, so he can't. Me and Slip actually created the deck, and that's how we know. Are there any questions going on here? Oh, somebody asked what Joey's Twitter handle was, and he does not have one.
Everybody can wake up. Dead can stay awake. Mafia has conceded.
Okay. I'm such a puss.
Yep. So coming in as your Mafia team this game was Unctious, Ryuzilla, and oh my god, why am I brain farting?
Captain.
Captain. Your medic this game was Banks. So once again, a night 0 medic death. Saved, Slip. Night 1, or Vigi was Caution. Died. Night 1, held shot. Was thinking about shooting to Mafia. Did decide not to shoot there. No medic alive, so I don't know. Got rid of his role. And then your cop was indeed Alesh. Night 0 Banks. Night 1, Captain. Night 2. What the fuck are all these checks? Night 2 Joey, Night 3 Unctious, and then Night 4 checked Phil. It didn't really matter. All in all, very interesting game. A lot of claims. So Trump claiming medic there. I don't know if they actually believed he was the medic, or if they were just killing him just because it was the best kill for as far as the checks went. I think it was a little of both maybe. And then but yeah, day 1, I think there was a lot of logic. And it was very interesting because Captain was right in that the votes were split, but the Mafia team did a good job. I think a decent job of distancing a little bit. But then at the same time, both Ryuzilla and Captain were formaled and guaranteed and RNG'd and only got like 5 votes each. So it was kind of like you had to weigh out. Did you think that that was more scummy, or the fact that DLGN and Hoya only got like 2 votes early on in the day? So I think the logic that people were presenting the day that Ryu got lynched was a little bit flawed, because people were thinking from their own point of view. And so to the confirmed, to DLGN, to Joey, to those 2 confirmed people who are confirmed town, they did not have the game solved. So yes, to Hoya, the game was solved. to Unctious and Ryu, who the Mafia was obviously solved, and then to Lesha was solved. So then, but everyone else in the game did not have the game solved. So people were trying to figure out this world where if you sleep or if you kill, it eventually becomes solved. But that's completely false because Ryu can just keep killing off the green checks, and then he can eventually get to a point where he doesn't have to confirm himself as fake. So that entire day was spent discussing that, but I didn't understand that. I think it was incorrect logic. So, but either way, Town wins. Well played. You can unmute.
I think what they were arguing is that once he checked either Phil or Benny, he then knows the team.
Well, no. So what I would have done is I would have checked Unctious. I would have checked Unctious and greened him, and then I still wouldn't know between Phil or Benny.
No, but no, everything I said is exactly true. The whole reason the whole reason we slept was to get clarification, and then I was going to go as hard as I possibly had to make sure we just ended.
Yeah, the sleep was really good there.
And I'm totally serious that I will never do a forecasted mechanical play ever again. I will never.
I don't like sleeping at night. I'd rather sack up and choose a world.
No, because you can lose that way. Why would you do that?
You can't really, not really. I mean,
yeah, you might lose. You lose to 3 when you're wrong. You lose to 3 when you're wrong, and you can't.
No, we don't lose to 3.
But you still have to choose the next day.
That doesn't lose to 3.
But in this game,
no, by
sleeping, world,
by
right?
sleeping.
Right, but
like,
you give.
Because they slept.
But
sleeping
found Unctious,
but see,
and it was 100%.
Exactly.
Unctious had to.
But that's just because he found a town.
Yo, Slippery, some other time, we can give you a tutorial on why sleep is good, alright? Like, clearly you hate sleeping all the time, no matter what.
I want the extra lynch.
It's also a better play to drag the game on because I had to be very careful with who I was killing and who I was checking. Because I could have pointed myself into a corner.
Fucking if Ryan's real.
What if the medic was alive? Like, the Mafia can't kill within any of the checks?
You guys actually believe Trump?
So, like, if the medic is
no.
I didn't believe Trump.
So
save on the
here
of the randos?
was the deal. Here was the deal with Trump is that I had to check another same with those people. So in the case that
check the different.
I don't.
Trump alive, then you differended me. You don't have any confirmed worlds. Well, you have 2 different ones that you're not sure of.
Right.
So you don't even need to call anyone Mafia. That would have been the sickest play.
That could have been a play.
And then different me.
But I also just decided I would just try and go against Mancini and go that way. Either play was viable, I think. The kill on Trump is, if he was medic, then that works, and if not, I start killing off my green checks anyway. So I could have also killed DLG in there.
It's kind of just a shame, like, the real cop, literally 30 seconds into the game, I would never kill Banks. I would never kill.
It was tough. So I would advise never counterclaiming somebody who's their first
what happened?
day
Captain
playing.
Knew all the rules night 1.
Yeah, Captain was Captain felt very shaky and not like Town Captain.
Did he say the kills? Did he say the kills?
Captain doesn't know any of the fucking rules anymore.
By the way, Ryu, I want to know your thought process. So you guys are thinking.
Yo, he shot the Vigi. I won the Vigi, dude.
The Vigi got killed.
So Flying V was always in the kills, but then the wild card was what you were going over, and you guys had who were the 2 you were debating?
You're talking about Night Zero kills?
Yeah, Night Zero. I think it was Slip that you were thinking about, and one other person. And then all of a sudden you're like, actually, no, Banks.
I don't remember.
That was first thing I said. Honestly, that was me OGIing you a little bit. Actually,
first thing I said was Unctious was Mafia.
OGIing you a little bit.
So let me explain.
I knew, motherfucker.
Here's why. I OGI'd it. I OGI'd it. So
you would have fucking killed me. Hold on, no, I want to hear what Ryan's gonna say.
So right off the bat, I say Flying V Slip, and Unctious goes Flying V Mancini, and I say C. And Dan says, which one are you seeing? Flying V Mancini or Flying V Slip? And I was like, oh god, which one of those might I get medic saved? So then I'm like, okay, Flying V, somebody else besides Slip and Mancini. And so then I just randomly pick somebody else. So that was me. That was me.
Just asking because you never.
I get that, but it was me trying to strategize somebody who wouldn't get medic killed. That's why I did that.
Yo, the funniest thing to me was like,
it makes sense, right?
Joey keeps calling me Mafia on day 2, and I'm like, what happened to your Unctious read? What happened to your Unctious read? Where's your Unctious read? He's like, Unctious said a couple towny things at the end of the day. I was like, well, I voted on Captain, bitch. And he's like, what if your teammates with Alash? I'm like, Alash is the real cop. Like,
yeah. I thought Joey's face when I said I'm the one who formaled Captain was hilarious. Joey's
because Yeah, because I thought that was a different team, but I fucked it
Yeah,
up.
like he thought that like you guys would have to be a world
Honestly,
together.
like I was 99%.
Joey is the worst
sure.
confirmed town.
I was 90%. No, I was not.
Joey's
no,
not the worst confirmed
I
town.
kinda wanted to do
There are a lot worse confirmed towns, dude.
I was 90%
Joey
sure that
loses
boy,
his balls when he's confirmed town. Like,
No, I was 90%
chop
sure
them
that
right
Boya
off.
was because Boya asked Benny and Phil to vote on Ryan.
That's not true. That's not true, and here's why. Because you voted on Alesh, and he was tied to Mancini. So you would have never voted on Alesh if you believed that Mancini was together. They're connected.
What?
No, but at that point,
you voted
Joey
on
thought that
Alesh.
was like a
I wanted to
mechanical
do honestly like what happened that game. What it would
Yeah.
have. Well, I mean, I would have died in the night, but like I would have lynched Ryan the next day probably.
I was gonna kill
I know,
DLG.
but that's why it's so important to just do it that day
I
because
am
like
not willing to live anymore
I
in a
guess
world
I
where
just I
something
kind of
might
wanted to get like a little bit more of like Ryan.
yeah, like a little bit more of the safe play.
I don't think a
Sometimes
lynch
it's
is
bad
bad.
to do the safe
Just
play
choose
when you're
the
going to be the
world.
one dying in the night.
Yeah,
Like,
I
you're
want
not
you
going to be there to carry town the next day.
I want you guys to know that
because,
I've
like,
never
Ryan,
felt
we
more
plan on
helpless in a
keeping Cop
Mafia
the whole
game
game.
in my entire life.
Ryan, were you planning on claiming Cop the whole game?
No, I only claimed
I
Cop.
was pretty sure he was.
I claimed
PR
because
normal day
okay,
one.
so
that's why I was defending him.
I claimed because I felt like Captain was a little off in game 2, and
Yeah, but Captain's still always getting lynched that day.
well, I didn't hear Alesh's checks. I only heard that he said somebody and Captain. I didn't hear that it was I thought he had a different check. So it could have been 2 alive versus 2 alive.
Also, why
I
did you
just
guys
didn't
kill
realize.
me? Because I was so wrong.
The night one kills and why?
Why did we kill you?
Yeah.
I pretty much followed all the
know.
kills. I was
know.
like forcing Ryan to carry me, which is kind of rude of me as a teammate.
Nobody
but,
follows a roll. Come on.
No, I'm talking to Slip. Slip.
The caution slip actually
Did you
was
guys
you,
really think I was
Unctious.
a roll?
That was you picking that out.
Whoa, wait. Oh, we're talking way earlier.
He goes, well, boys,
yeah, that was
caution
fine.
slip, gonna go pee
Okay,
again.
yeah, I was planning
and then
on
I just
sending
said
everything
C.
on Joey by saying that he was pinging people out and that he like saw that nobody in his things were like really roll like, so he went for the people and just was roll hunting the entire time.
Yeah.
That was my initial.
I shouldn't, in hindsight, I shouldn't
Alesh's
have
face when he got called
done
PR
that.
by Captain was like, Captain's right. Like,
Yeah, I was like, shit.
that was so funny. I can't
I
believe
didn't see it.
you didn't.
Oh,
know
yeah,
that.
the sickest play, by the way, Trump's play to claim medic, I thought was awesome. I really enjoyed watching Trump do
I
that
don't think
play.
anyone believed it, but it was still good.
Right.
Well, he got killed
I mean,
for it,
in the
so-
night, we would have still either killed Trump or DLG anyway, because they were my
Yeah.
greens.
The point, the part that made it really believable was that he defended sleep, because like the real medic would be like, no, wait, no.
Yeah. No, like that's why I really wanted to sleep because he was defending it.
Yeah, that was good. It was
I think there
fun.
might have
Like, I
also
thought,
been
like,
a way
what Brian was saying is
to.
that as Mafia, Trump's going for the win there, and Trump didn't want to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like,
Becoming-
I'm the medic, I'm saving Alesh tonight, but in reality, you would never want to save Alesh because if
Really?
Alesh dies, it confirms that Captain was Mafia and it confirms that Ryu is Mafia.
Benny wanted to kill.
Well, Trump was saying he
Alesh
saves
so
Alesh
that he
after
could
they kill
figure
Ryan.
Oh yeah.
You wanted to see if he'd red check you, didn't you, Benny?
No, I mean, it doesn't matter because he's going to have to red check either myself or Phil. Even if he green checks Unctious, that
red checking Phil.
That confirms that there's a red between myself and Phil. So no matter what, Ryuzilla will eventually talk himself into
If he
corner.
green's Unctious, he's for sure dying.
No, okay, so here's the
100%
world.
like killing the world where it was Unctious and Ryuzilla.
Here's the world. Here's the world in which I somehow win the game. So we kill Alesh, and then in the night I kill DLGN. That
Yeah,
leaves.
but who are you checking?
Then I'm checking Unctious. I green Unctious.
You're dead. You're dead.
Why am I dead?
I think because you as the cop.
It's stupid enough to ever check their fucking counterclaims red check.
Why not?
No.
Because that's retarded.
No.
Okay, then I green Phil or Benny. Either one of those would
Okay,
work.
yeah,
too.
well then you have the
That's
other one going
effectively
against.
a red. Yeah,
Yeah,
you effectively
green
green
one,
and a
red's
red by checking those.
But
two.
not
Unless they
necessarily
think that
because I
Unctious
wouldn't
isn't-
believe Unctious being red. Because I wouldn't think
Yeah,
Alesh
but
would
now
do
you
that.
have to red check Benny or you have to red check Phil.
Okay, but
thought
I could
Captain
just
did a
I could
good
just
job of
green one of
pushing on
them and it
Riot
buys
in
me
order
another day.
That's the same as a red.
No,
Yeah,
but
No,
by
it's
greening-
not. No,
by
it's
greening
not
one
because
by
Unctious is
greening one of them,
unconfirmed.
you're redding the other because
No
there's
one-
no way.
No, it's
there's
not
way
because
Alesh-
Unctious
There's
is
no way Alesh
unconfirmed.
would red check his partner there.
Yeah, no one's
Well, that's
believing.
what Ryu is saying is that could be the case.
No, no one's believing.
Ryuzilla was already trapped by vote logic. So if you look at the votes on himself and if you look at the votes on Captain day one, in his world where like these people are the Mafia, basically only town voted on both himself and captain. So that was the logic I was trying to trap Ryzilla with.
The logic was awful, and honestly, I should have never made the play unless Alesh actually had a different check instead of a guaranteed.
Yeah.
The badness of it was I just didn't hear. I heard him say somebody and captain, and then I was like, I'll try and defend my teammate. And
what's funny is that was the only thing that made me hesitate about.
I think you would have had to red check Benny.
It's insane.
Based on votes, like if you look at the votes,
I came so close.
I think he has to. Yeah, I think he had to vote red check.
I was so
that would have been a really interesting day if Alesh had a different like with an alive and captain, and you had
that's when the game's really
like,
interesting. Two CCs with two different difference.
It's very interesting regardless. It was a good thing.
Yeah.
Like if
I don't know. I picked up on so many things that Alesh did before he ever claimed that. Like I already knew he was the cop with the red on captain, like way before he claimed. And so like it was just like so easy for me that day.
I was going to claim day 2. Like
I was like, the thing is like, dude, Ryan. I'll say this. If you had rescinded, I actually like thought you were pretty towny.
Right.
And I was like having a really hard time believing that you were holding the counterclaim. I was like, he has to know that Alesh is the real cop, right? Like, why is he holding this? Like, why doesn't he just rescind
I
already?
held
like,
it because
I think I would have town read you if you rescinded like within like 15 seconds.
Sure. I mean, at that point when people were asking
Just
me
for
to
future
rescind,
reference.
it was much longer than 15 seconds.
Yeah.
I just did that because if the medic actually was alive and I don't counterclaim, then it's nearly GG with like a kill on captain plus Alesh not being able to die.
We never have
I don't understand. I don't understand that. Like,
well, I mean, the reason they night zeroed Banks was because they read him as a role. So
Captain knew the roles night 0. He had a sick role.
Everyone's unbelievable at night 0 role hunting. That's just a thing.
Right, it just happens. But like, if the medic who statistically was alive, then we just lose the game with Captain dying.
Thanks, you're the only person who happy about night 0 twice in a night for stats purposes.
The concede, by the way, was like a mechanical concede. I told Unctious, like,
be happy
physically we can no longer win this game.
The game is over.
The game's over at that point.
That's why I said the second we lynch Ryan or Unctious, the game is over. Town either wins or loses instantly.
Correct.
Yeah.
I just don't understand like what. So if you're not implicated, this is what I was saying during the game. If you're not implicated by a claim and you counterclaim, like you have just defined the game that you only have literally one win condition forever instead of like
terrible. I mean,
and
it's fine.
if like I said, it'd be a decent play if Alesh had 2 alive that were different, but because he had only 1 check, it made it a much worse play.
But is it ever right? Because I mean, you're good. You can just win the game anyway.
No, it's fine. You just win the counterclaim battle.
Yeah.
So why would you want to bother? Why wouldn't you just want to just?
Because medic can be
because
alive.
not everybody is you, Mancini.
That's not what I'm saying at all. I mean, I'm just saying like
because okay, so there's several different things. Like one, you have to determine the correct cop, and 2 is the
well,
fake.
Now you know.
No. But like okay, so say Alesh had 2, right? Say Alesh was like, I've got a difference between Captain and Guy, who is currently alive.
Right.
And then I come out with 2 completely different difference, you and DLGN. That creates a ton of commotion during the day. We don't.
But it also means that for the rest of the game, like
the game is centered around those claims. But
Alesh is also tied to those people as well. So we're equally.
Alesh could have easily been fake that game, and then we just lose.
Right.
It's not that bad, and
that's true, except for the part where at some point some of the players get verified, and if that player decides to like just go hard,
well, obviously, if all players decide to lynch correctly, then yes, Town will win.
Yeah, but Hoya, the thing is that like we all have the capability of going hard. Like that last day when you were freaking out because like the game became confirmed to you, but like just because the game becomes confirmed from your POV and you're going hard, that doesn't make it easier for other towns.
But it does make it easier for everybody who was town in the game, because the only way that we could ever possibly lose is the part where Captain is actually town. I mean, everyone was pretty sure that wasn't true, and I was the reason he.
No, we weren't. We were like, if we were sure that Captain was Mafia, then it would have been the game was over instantly.
Hoya,
almost there.
Hoya, the reason you were so sure that Captain was Mafia was because the game became confirmed to you.
No, I understand that. I understand that, but the problem is that if the game becomes confirmed to one person who's the one vote that pushes the 3 votes.
But you're on the opposite. If Captain was Mafia, if Ryan was saying that, if Alesh was saying, if Ryan was saying that you and Captain were both Mafia,
and then you try to kill Captain at the end of the day, that would make you.
No, but Joey, I understand that, but you're in a world where you don't believe that Alesh is actually Mafia.
I don't know.
I know that's where you are.
Yes, he did. He voted.
What I was doing, like, I wanted to sleep that day, and if Ryan red checks Phil, I'm instantly killing. Like, I instantly.
Joey voted on Alesh. He believes the Alesh was Mafia.
Like Phil's town that game, so I kind of wanted to like just like make it 100%.
My point is all a player has to do is convince like 1 or maybe 2 town at that point that he's town, and the game's just over.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's the problem with the claim flag.
But that would be interesting trying to get people to
So
sleep there.
here's okay, but the thing is that like a lot of times, like in the world where like there's 2 alive cops and they both have difference on 4 other alive people, like you usually don't get that late into the game. Like you guys don't go the next day after Captain and then sleep. Like the Mafia just win if they get like 2 mislynches.
But I mean, like all you're saying is like you're not saying any like Hoya. You're just saying like, oh, if you convince 2 town, you basically win.
Well,
shit. Welcome to the game of Mafia.
No, but what I'm really saying, but that's
in Final 3. If you convince 1 town, you win.
You have to convince specific towns.
Like, listen, like it's pretty much like if you
when you know you're
Ryan
winning.
thinks he can counterclaim Alesh and win the counterclaim battle. You're like, if you win the counterclaim battle, you win the game. That's pretty much
what I'm saying is the probability of that happening ever as high as the probability of just playing Mafia?
Well, I mean, like if you think you can just counterclaim and win, just fucking do it. It's like just shut
Yeah, especially like okay. Well, especially like if Ryuzilla like wins the counterclaim battle and we lynch one of his different checks, like who was it, like DLGN and Hoya that day, like we lynch one of Ryuzilla's different checks, then he just shows 2 KP in the night and he's like, damn, it must have been the other one, and you lynch his other different check, like, and then you lose the game.
What do we do?
I understand the mechanics, but I'm asking you, do you think that win condition is more likely than the one where
There's many ways to win a game of Mafia that is definitely.
So I'll say this. I'll say this.
I'm not asking you for.
I made 2 mistakes in the claim.
My reward.
Banks, do you understand what I'm saying?
Hoya is making a good argument. You guys are
what I'm saying, like I don't think that one of them is necessarily better than the other. I think that
I disagree. Not counterclaiming is always better.
No, you're dumb.
Options.
What are you talking about? Like it's happened so many times. Like the one game where
I think the place that just starts to fuck up. I think the place that just starts to fuck up is that if you never make the other play, if everybody knows that you are absolutely incapable of making another play because you believe that you believe a certain thing, then automatically like you're always a suspect. Like if that's like you need to it's like poker, right? You need to bluff like a certain percentage of the time.
This is true. Unpredictability adds.
Unpredictability is key.
but balancing your fake.
Okay, but like let's say this. Let's say this. Like what happens? What happens if Alesh different checks like this? The game is over if Alesh. Let's say Alesh different checks 2 people.
It's like I pretty much only beat out here, so I better do this Mafia.
Like this happens so often that
next time.
Different checks 2 people that you lynch the correct one, and then Medic gets a save, and the game is just basically instantly over because you just know everyone all the Mafia. It's not bad at all. It's fine.
No one's saying
I think like the reason that happens so much.
We're talking about optimal.
I'm saying there's no point because it's always worse, and I don't agree.
Ryuzilla even said that if he knew that Captain was a strict red.
Oh yeah, in that specific situation, that was a bad claim.
Right. So in this, okay, so if 2 things were different, it would have been good.
Nobody makes the meta play. Like everybody kills the cop. Like the night after the checks.
Right.
Like everybody puts that bullet on the cop. And I think that's why it gets a little hairy sometimes here.
Right.
It's because everybody puts that bullet on the cop, so like a lot of times we get that medic save.
So if 2 things were different, I think it's a good play. One, if Alesh wasn't the cop, if anyone else was the cop, it would have been good. And if Alesh had a different check instead of a confirmed red.
Yeah, exactly.
If both of those things were true, then that play is a good play.
Yeah.
It gives you options.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. Banks, is that what you're saying? Are you saying like?
And CD and me are saying that what he did pigeonholed him in.
I agree with that. But I thought you were saying like you should.
So it was not as optimal.
No one's saying you should never ever counterclaim.
Okay. Oh yeah, definitely.
I counterclaim all the time. Why would you think that's?
Also, I want to say like Guy actually talked about it in game 1. When I put a KP on Boone, it's actually correct because we were at 11 people. We lynched 1. So if medic gets a save, you don't increase in any lynches. So I just guarantee that the medic has to get a save on Boone. So I always put a KP on Boone.
I was right though about like the medic being dead. Probably
Medic's always dead.
Hoya. I know, but the medic being dead probably meant Hoya was down.
Yeah.
Actually, one thing that happened was interesting was.
But it doesn't matter because it's like you still have to YOLO shoot the cop there anyway, no matter what. Like this, me and Templar were in the same situation. I think after we lynched Pixie, because if the medic gets a save, it doesn't give town an extra lynch. You still have the same number of lynches, and it doesn't really confirm anybody else. So like you just have to always YOLO shoot the cop and just hope for the best. Like,
It just it just sucks that we don't have a Vigi half these games. Like I can't
just,
remember the last
we
time
don't have a Vigi or a medic ever. Any game ever.
we cannot have 2 roles alive on day
I
2.
honestly didn't feel like I was gonna die that night. Like I didn't think I was PR. I didn't think I had people. I called people like even Unctious was calling me scummy. I didn't have like much heat on me, so I wanted to save it for the next day so that if we did actually have a cop, I can also claim Vigi that day and get more information because I wasn't 100% sure on whether I was gonna shoot. So I was gonna shoot either between Ryuzilla, Phil, and Captain.
Should have shot Phil, dude.
I would have shot between those 3 people. Well, because Phil did nothing but called me Mafia for nothing.
I'm just like so confused as to why Ryuzilla like even says that after the game. He's like, you should have shot Phil, dude.
Because
like,
he's the one non-Mafia. That's why I'm saying that.
I wanted
That's
to
the
come
only
out
reason.
the next day if we had a cop, because I feel like if it come out of a cop, then I potentially help the cop out.
I should start doing that.
Well,
Post
that went
game.
to stats, right? That went to the stats.
yeah, that better have counted.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm like
was-
way
that
ahead of
was
you now,
solid.
man. CD and zeros. You gotta catch
I
up.
haven't gotten zeroed in like 2 months. I'm like not good or something.
I don't know. I don't know who's even close to me now.
You did pick the wrong world until I made you a
Oh,
part
you guys
of the
are
other world.
dicks for fucking double night zeroing banks.
Well, I didn't even really pick. I just said we should
Ryan always
split.
does
Picking is too hard.
Poor bags.
Dude,
Nah, that's
that
all right. I got the 9-0 stats. I'm good.
it wasn't even gonna be you, Banks, but then Danimal hit me with the OGI, man. Which one are you confirming? And I was like, oh god, somebody's been medic
all what you
saved.
perceive it as.
Yeah.
I was,
Why was that bad? Like he has to say the kills.
Yeah.
What?
How's that OGI?
Okay,
How's that-
so
he
so
has
let
to
me
say the
explain.
kills.
Let me explain. I'll read.
He
I'll
has
read.
to know who you're killing.
Right, I know. So let me read verbatim, and I'll explain to you. I say Flying V slip. Unctious says Flying V Mancini, which I say confirm to. Then he says, which one are you confirming? Which, in my opinion, it should be obvious. You're confirming the most recent line that's been stated.
And then you fucking kill Banks.
But because he said, which one are you confirming, instead of just going with, in my opinion, what is obvious, the most recent line stated, it made me believe, oh god, there's a medic kill in, or medic save in there, and so I just changed it up. Does that not make sense?
Why did you not think it was?
No,
it doesn't.
so basically-
why isn't it Flying V?
So
Because
basically what
Flying
I'm
V
hearing
was
is
in
I
both
should have another
was
9-0
in both kills already, so he wouldn't ask
Yes.
for clarification if he was already in both
So
worlds.
if Flying V was
So
the
he
medic
couldn't
save-
have been the save.
No,
Yo,
if
guys,
Flying
have
V
you
was
guys-
the medic save, then he doesn't say his name.
Wait, who was
then he
the
has
medic
to
save
know if he
9-0?
says Unctious or Guide or Slip Die.
Banks, who'd you save 9-0?
I thought if Flying V was the medic
You
save,
say
he
Slip,
just
you
goes
piece of shit.
along with it.
Nobody's gonna kill you.
What? I
That
just-
whole
I
game,
was just
that
at the
whole
end of
game
the
is
last-
different if Mancini's dead.
No
The
one's
whole
gonna
game-
kill you.
All right, I'm out.
Okay, throw the stats out.
My saves were between Slip. I thought Eric was in the game, so I pushed around Eric's name, and I didn't realize he wasn't in the game until we woke up. Slip,
I'm going to bed.
Guy, and DLGN.
I really
didn't
wanted to
think-
get 9-0.
I didn't think anybody'd kill you, DLGN.
I really wanted to get 9-0'd. I didn't want to play.
And I didn't want to save Guy because I thought if Guy got saved, it would like confirm me as medic. Because I think I'm the only one that saved you on night 0. So
You're like the only one who ever saves me.
And I was thinking about DLGN, but then I was like, no, I think that like Mafia probably would like feel like he might be down on himself and look Mafia.
Yeah, I totally expected that.
Or
I wanted to.
And I felt all right.
I wanted to give a kudo to Slip because he actually did call out one Mafia person within 5 seconds of the start of both games. Like, I think Ryan makes those kills. I think Trump makes those kills. Like, just right at the start of the day, I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but I flipped on it.
I just gotta remember, like, if I'm ever in a game with Slip, like, just
RNG that shit.
Yeah, random.org my 9-0 kills because that dude knows it too well.
It's not good in DM, but it works pretty good on All Stars. That people have like a range of people they kill.
It always works for me on DM. Because on DM, I always kill, like, I never kill people that I enjoy playing with. And I always kill people that, like, I'm outwardly don't like playing with. So it's kind of funny because people are always like, I don't know, this kill's, like, really point to Guy, but I don't know if you'd make it that obvious. And I'm just like, yep, I did.
Oh, no
I
way.
killed those people.
you should have a breadth of range for being Mafia.
And I'll do it again. And I'll do it again next time I'm Mafia.
One of the best reads I had saw from chat after the game was caution to hold this shot just in case Robic turned up a bit later on.
I saw that too.
By the way, I'm gonna ask you politely to not do a revenge kill if that situation ever
if you actually
arises.
think that I'm capable of doing that, then you don't know me very well as a person.
I don't.
Like,
I
the
know
amount of
you as
shit
a
that
Mafia
I've
player and
committed
only that, and I'm just saying it
10 times
to put
more.
it out there.
No, because like, I actually watched the game like for the next couple of days when he did that, and everyone was just like, it was a shit fest of a game.
That was
Like, it
the
made
easiest
game...
Mafia win in my life, by the way. That
game was